MC Toon, the worst rapper in the world. And I've got with me right here, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, the best flat earth debater in the world.
You are?
Yeah.
You know, it's easy. You win before any debate starts when you debate against flat earthers. It's kind of a cheat. You make the other guy take the factually false position, and you can't lose. So, all right, there we go. Those are my kids' Minecraft sunglasses. Yes, I do have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I do have do have Jon Snow. I was just gonna say I have you. That's it. And your sunglasses have a number on it.
8,000, because well, actually it was for when I hit 8,000 followers on Instagram. I'm almost at 8,500 now, so we're just onwards and upwards.
There you go. So, all right, I'm going to put John's. All right, if you haven't yet, we want to get John up to 8,000 on YouTube also. So I put his link into the live chat. I'm going to put in the description. If you're not subscribed to him, you better. Please. Now, I had a flat earther on. Scheduled, but it fell through. I'm gonna say sub to Jon Snow right now.
I'm gonna share this to Facebook for you.
There you go. But it fell through, so I'm like, hey, John, let's do something. There's a couple different guys, like they're like yes, and then like,
they're afraid of you. They're afraid of you. They're all talking in their little corner saying, "Do not go on MC Toon's channel." He's right.
Could be. There was a guy, Alfie on Facebook, said that he's basically a nobody, but he's like, now you're never going to have anybody on again, because apparently he thinks he's so influential in the flat Earth community. So I see Dog Walker. Dog Walker's in here. He's in England. It's 2 a.m. England in England. So you got Seek Truth, Speak Truth. What are you doing?
Let me open up the.
It's late.
I can't see the chat right now, so I want to open that up on my.
Jose, John. Jose doesn't like you much. Sorry.
No, Jose. Really?
I was on Jose's show earlier. Hey, if you've not watched it, I was on Jose's show earlier today. It was a fun show. He had I hadn't seen this flat earther before he had on, and he was funny. I mean, his denial and incredulity was hilarious, and he'd get so angry whenever anything was presented. He could not control himself. I could just imagine the veins in his head just bursting, like ready to pop. So
Jose, why doesn't Jose like me? Let's ask Jose right now why he doesn't like me. We want to know, Jose.
I don't know. He might be gone already.
Oh wow! Just because of me. Well, bring him on. Let's I'll debate Jose right now. Come on, Jose.
No, he's not a flat earther. He's an ex-flat earther.
I'll debate why you don't like me, and I'll turn you into a liker. You'll like me at the end of this debate. I will debate you into liking me.
I'm gonna send him. All right, I'm gonna send him the link. All right, we'll see how it goes. I did send InRem an email. As an aside. There we go. Jose has the link, as does InRem. If you guys know InRem.
Like, come on, now this is uncalled for. Not liking me.
He's a performer. He has a very fragile ego, people. You cannot. No, you.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Listen here. If it wasn't for me to come and help out Toon tonight, there would have been nobody on here. So Jose, remember
it would have been me in a room all by myself talking, which is really what I'm also doing anyway. So I didn't.
Well, exactly, right. But you know what? Hey, I'm just trying to make myself look cooler and feel better. Come on, man.
Have you got? Hey, has everybody seen John's new video? I really like that. Can you pop it in the chat there, John?
Yeah. I don't know. It won't let me send links to the chat for some reason.
Type something. I'll make sure you're probably not an admin, mod.
I'm a mod. I
Just
said a mod.
type something in the chat and then you can.
Nothing in
I'll make
the
sure you're a mod.
But no link in. The link is it won't let me post it. I'm looking. Say I'm trying to post a link. It won't even let me do it, man.
Just type a word. Just say hi.
Okay.
Not a.
You know what I'm typing, bro? I'm typing magma, obviously.
Oh, you are. You are a mod.
Well, it won't let me post the links for some reason, so I don't know how it won't let me. Right.
All right. I'll do it. You're gonna have to talk while I do this work here.
All right. So, first of all, guys, anyone who's feeling like Jose does, I want to let you know that I am for the people, 100%. So, please, if you don't like me, just put it in the comments why, and we can debate it. We'll debate it live. All right. I will. So, anybody has grievances against your boy who only comes on here to help out MC Toon, only. Never for myself, ever. We'll debate it.
Yeah. All right. We've got a couple. I have a couple videos, some flat Earth videos that I thought maybe you could try to debunk rather than me, because like
cool.
I can fart and they're debunked. I guess.
All right.
So
cool. I'm down for that.
All right. Oh, you got Leighton Bryan. Leighton Brain loves you.
Oh man, Leighton Brain. I love you too.
There you go.
I love you too, man. Where's he from? Where's he viewing from?
I don't know. Mute Donkey says you are out of sync. Yes. The reason why is because I'm going to be piping audio so that he can hear it. And so I have to use loop back, which introduces a delay, unfortunately. So we got B-Ball for Life. Says a gentleman named Rob.
Is that Jose?
No, that's B-Ball for Life. Oh,
no,
we do. Hold on, we got Jose coming in just a second.
Wow,
I got to read this though, and now everything's screwed up. So hold on. I gotta hide self view. There we go. All right. B-Ball for Life. Rob K-I-H-N Kin over at Branties says he will debate any globehead. I say you take him on. I accept. Rob Kin, I'll take him. All right. Hola, Jose.
All right, let's get this over with.
All right,
what's up, McToon?
Dude,
McToon, no, MC Toon.
MC Toon. Hey, John.
Hey, Jose, I just want to start off.
John, did you hear his voice? That accent?
Man, it's amazing.
Love
it.
But
I just want to start with, I want to say one thing, Jose. I came onto this channel thinking that 5G was a doomsday device trying to kill us. Over the past 5 weeks, I no longer believe that, and honestly, I wouldn't tell anybody that. I wouldn't go and tell anyone you got to beware, because MC Toon has taught me a lot. So I understand if that's the reason why you don't like me, but other than that, I don't understand any other reason, Jose. Because I like you. I've always liked you.
That's good. I can't wait for the 5G to come out. It will be better for us, better communication,
maybe
faster, easier.
Nowadays, yeah. You know what? Yeah, it might actually, because MC Toon taught me. Maybe don't believe everything you see.
Yeah.
Question everything. That's the key. But let's get to the bottom of this. Okay. I don't like you, Jon Snow.
Okay. What is the okay? That's okay. This is the debate. Can you give me the reason, like an actual reason why you don't like me, like a personal reason, or just because you don't?
There's a few reasons, right? When I see you on screen, the first thing that pop out to view is your hair, right?
Okay.
So your hair you have a lot, and it is nice, it is smooth, jealous? And it is blonde.
He knows of my hair.
That's the first thing. The hair is just too pretty, too perfect. That's the one thing.
Oh my I'm far from perfect. I dyed my hair.
I love this. It's jealousy.
Jose, I would give you my hair if I could. You can have it.
I mean, look, I don't even got a hairline.
Oh, Joe. Oh, Jose,
like, look.
Jose, your hair moved from here to here. Next stop, you don't want it all there.
Jose, you're my best friend now, bro. I really do love you after this, man. If the reason you don't like me, I love you, bro. Honestly. What's the next reason? I want to hear.
So okay, I could deal with maybe put an image up and listen to the audio. So that is just a silly excuse. That's just envy, right? So if we get that out of the way, I can deal with that. maybe put a little ball cap in the top as you talk, and I can do my own CGI version. Your voice, man, is cringe. You talk a lot like Flat Earther, I know. Fast, quick, little rambly all over the place, and kind of interruptive, just all over the place. You're too vocal. You don't pay attention of what people say before you kind of want to jump in and interrupt. I think you're thinking ahead on time what you want to say, what you want to ask, what you want to rebut before paying attention to the previous person.
For sure. And now my rebuttal for that, Jose, is honestly, you know what, man, that's true. But I was diagnosed as a kid with a brain disorder called ADHD, and you can look it up, man. It definitely stops me from being able to like actually like have a conversation without me wanting to jump in and to interrupt you. But you know what? I really try my best to when people tell me I'm doing these things to try to slow down. Like you could look at my evolving from the first MC Toon show. I was all over them to the last one where people were complaining I wasn't even talking enough. You know, I wasn't getting a chance to talk. So, you know, if you were to watch the evolution of Jon Snow and MC Toon, you could see that, you know, I've definitely learned more, and it's excitement, bro. Like I get excited. I was in prison for 9 years, Jose, like locked up in a cell, you know, living a hard life, man. So I'm out here excited. Everything's awesome. I'm seeing trees and saying, look at that. It's a tree. Like, you know what I mean? That's exciting. You know what I mean? So
you look good. For how long you been off being locked? For how long you been out of jail?
I've been out for just over a year.
Nice. And you look good. It doesn't matter about the tattoos, like your physical appearance actually, but if I take the tattoos out, you look good, clean. Your eyes look good. So that's congrats on that.
So you're not liking me for that reason. I'm too loud. I interrupt. That's a disorder that I have that I cannot. You know, that's a permanent disorder. So for you to dislike me for that reason, without knowing that, yeah, I think now that you know that, you should kind of give that one a slide. You should give that one a slide and come on to the next reason you don't like me because
and then maybe the next reason will be is because there's a taste for everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I have a peculiar set of a peculiar taste for different creators and people that talk and to watch long streams about whatever ramblings, you know. I can take just so much of a specific person talking and engaging. So I don't find a lot of information. It's fun and a lot of people enjoy the sense of humor that you bring up. And congratulations and keep it up. It's your sense of humor. I have different sense of humor, and that's what a lot of people dislike me because I'm a different animal, and it's for special people. So I don't blame either or. You know, I don't blame the dozens, probably few hundred people in the chat that really dislike me, and most of them are Glovers, even though I'm not a flat earther, because as some people just like me, maybe a handful of people don't like you for the same reason. It's the sense of humor and the approach you take to the topic. But nothing wrong with that. It's all good.
So can we say you now like me now? You might like me a little bit more than you did.
No, I was kind of trolling, but but when I came in, I expected to see something. I don't know, something different. And when I saw you, I think I see a few times you have been in the past month or two. You've been on, and I said like, yeah, I listened for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I said like, yeah, I just not progressing in what I'm gonna grab to either learn or something like that. So yeah.
So as a fan, that watches MC Toon's channel, Jose, what would you want to hear more of as a viewer?
I'm not sure. I enjoy when MC Toon talk to either flat earthers or people that deny stuff and question stuff. I'm not a big fan of the 5G because I don't find it as a big conspiracy. In the beginning, I said like, well, what's going on with everybody? Because it came at the same time with the CV, with the health issues and the 5G. I said it might be a correlation, and it just was a quick, listening to a few people ramble about. I said like, yeah, there's nothing in there. I'm actually looking forward for the 5G, but I don't know. It's just it's an alternative, MC Toon, good alternative to be subscribed, to click on and listen for a little bit. A lot of people do that in my show, in the big shows, in big debate channels. They listen for 10, 15 minutes. They're like, yeah, actually a little bored. Maybe Maybe tomorrow, if we had if I'm watching this show tomorrow, it will be very entertaining. But today, I don't know. I just not feeling it. I say like, damn it, MC Tune don't get any crazy flatty over here, or a guy like a flip flop like deny the moon landing. So I don't know. That's where we are.
Now Cretan just said Cretan Bull said I need to read this correctly. He said when Jose speaks, women get pregnant. So any women, this is a public safety service announcement. Anybody listening, do take precautions. Unless you're wanting to have Jose's children, I guess.
My English is not very good looking, and you guys already heard me ramble for too long, so warning.
All right. So
those are pretty compelling reasons not to like me, Jose. I don't know how I can change it. I really don't. I try my best to change your mind.
No, don't be you, bro. Don't change for anybody.
I'm not going to change. I try to change your mind.
Yeah, listen to the feedback, after criticism, but don't dare to change your mind, because I don't,
Oh,
I don't change for nobody.
Hold on. Astro Rex now says when Jose speaks, women miscarry. So apparently they get pregnant and then miscarry. So no worries.
It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag of feeling.
All right.
MC Tune, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
50% over or under that humans are going to step on the moon in 2024 before December 31st of 2024. 50% over or under?
Under, definitely under. The reason why is because the government is the one doing the project management. And when it comes to big projects like that, government projects are slow and don't meet their deadlines very often. So I don't, unless the funding stops, right? Unless Congress decides to cut the funding, I don't wonder, I think they're going to do it, but I think it's very, very unlikely that it will be before the end of the year 2024.
Do you think that because in January is the exchange of actual, the politics shift happens in January. Do you think by February or March, at least I give it by March, that the official NASA websites and the space agencies and all the big shots start then putting out there a new date on this for happen? Because as for today, everything points to be happening to 2024, and that's very misleading.
Well, their project overview probably says 2024, but when will they update? I have no idea. I don't know if the new administration is going to make that much of a difference because the employees of NASA don't change over.
Because I am really excited for 2024.
Yeah,
because in my lifetime, for the first time ever, humans will step on the moon.
Yeah,
that's what I'm excited about 2024.
That's true. There's an awful lot of people that have never been alive when somebody was on the moon.
They actually asked me to go. I turned it down. I said I couldn't go. I said I got busy. I
got busy.
I want to make a prediction. By 2030, it will be under 50% that humans step on the moon. And I want to say a bolder prediction. In our lifetime, so that's going to be in 20, 30, 40, 100 years from now, no human will step ever on the moon.
You don't think anybody's going to make it to the moon?
Yes, I'm pretty sure so. Yep.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
I mean, we are kind of in the same boat. There's kind of a date out there that is already being kind of pushed in under the table, because there's still a date out there when I can Google the moon landings when they're going to happen. They say 2024, but with everybody that I speak, they say like, no, that's being shifted due to the government change and all the stuff. But I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime.
We have a comment from KMC. She says, or it's maybe he, lay off the doobies, Jose.
This is a very cheap filter cigars. I can't afford to smoke real cigars, so these are just filter cigars.
Show.
It's not the good stuff.
Family show.
People. Yeah, it's not the good stuff. Just bad cigarettes. Cheap.
I see Rachie is here. Rachie, you got to come on sometime. You can do the 10 p.m. UK time.
Rachie loves me. Shout out Rachie.
Yeah. Do you know who Rachie is, or are you just
I
saying
just
that
know
because she's
she's been on my channel, commenting on all my videos, and hey, I love it.
I accepted the quick invite, and good looking out, Jon Snow. An advice to you, which just a random person that just pop out of nowhere. Don't change for anybody.
No.
Just keep being you, man.
Thank
And MC Tune, you as well. Thank you for coming earlier to the show. It was all kinds of fun.
it was good. Glad to come on. I'm glad you came here. So
catch you later, guys.
all right, see ya.
There, bro.
Wait, I gotta do like a flat earther. How do I live? How do I live here? Oh, I got it. Thank you. Wait.
There you go. He needs to oil that.
The first reason why he didn't like me, that was weird. That was crazy, bro. Your hair. I was like,
Well,
God love the guy.
Yeah.
Jealousy is a good reason not to like me, I guess.
Hair envy is real.
It is.
I mean, you basically have the hair of an 8-year-old. So
You know what's funny? The hairdressers told me I would never go bald because my hair is so thick.
I've been told the same. I see Zoom Truth is in the chat. I invited him to come on tonight. We're gonna go over his video. Is the first one up? It's not. Zoom Truth, is that your voiceover in the video that you sent me? Question for him. So,
am I debunking this video?
Yeah, it's gonna be your debunk.
Trying to. I'm gonna try to debunk it. All right, I've never debunked a flat Earth video before.
B-Ball for Life says, I think Jose and Seek Truth Speak Truth need to debate. No, they're both former flat earthers, and for some reason they don't get along. I don't know why.
Seems like Jose doesn't get along with anybody.
Jose has his own personality, and he rubs some people the wrong way, and I get that, and I, you know what? And I don't know, was it last week, the week before or something? He was in here, he was stirring stuff up, and I had to kind of calm him down, and but you know,
MC Tune, I honestly don't blame him. If I had his hair looking at my hair, I wouldn't like me either.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a YouTube message back from Inrem. It looks like he won't be making it because he's on a road trip, I think. I gotta check that. So all right. Let me look. Let me pull it up quick just to make sure. And did Zoom answer? No, okay. Not his voiceover.
Well, you have to show me on here because I'm not watching the video on YouTube, so I have to see it.
I will share it. Okay, so yeah, he is. he is on a road trip, and so in my last stream for the scholarship, I mentioned something. Somebody's like, maybe you shouldn't have said that maybe I shouldn't have, but anyway, not a problem. I don't think it'll be an issue because it crosses. All right, what are you doing?
Sorry, I just had to. Sorry.
Don't pull a Riley.
ADHD. It's ADHD, man. I get up and I move and stuff. I'm sorry.
John's window. Oh my gosh, we have Ben D is saying that your window isn't sized right.
No, well, my blanket's not sized right.
No. That's not the window he's talking about. It's the one.
My blanket's small.
No, it's the one on the live stream. Hold on, I'll get it pixel perfect. There we go. I can tell that Ben D has a little OCD thing going on, which is perfectly fine because I totally get that myself. So okay, we're going to go to. I'm going to show you this. So I need to prep. I need to prep. What do I need to prep? That's not doing it. That's not what I wanted. So I need to, all right, well, that ain't working. There it is. That's the one. So I'm gonna do this video that Zoom Truth sent. It's gonna be the first one up. Now, I'm just not gonna give you any hints at all.
All right. What am I looking for? Don't give it to me.
It's I want you to be honest. I want you to look at it and see.
All right,
what
I'm gonna watch it.
see
I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna give it my honest opinion. Yeah.
All right, there we go. I had to. Is that the right one? I got to get the right screen. I didn't prep. I usually prep. What are you doing?
Kevin Brown is asking what the tattoo said, so I was wanting to see it. It says no sleep. Kevin Brown says no sleep. I didn't want to interrupt you, so I was just kind of showing it to him.
No sleep till what?
No, because Kevin Brown asked me what my tattoo said over my eye in the comments, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I just kind of leaned in so he could read it.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna say till Brooklyn.
Well, I'm no sleep. I don't know till tomorrow or till after I get off this. I don't know.
Till Brooklyn.
Till I fall asleep.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Till Brooklyn. Yep, that's it.
You don't even know what that is.
I know. I'm too old. I'm too young. Is it a song?
Yes. Yes. B-Ball for Life. Tim Brown. Justin Neal. A. Watt says no sleep till bedtime.
Can I try to guess the band? Okay, is it AC/DC?
No, it's kind of rap. It's kind of rap.
Limp Bizkit?
No.
Who? Okay, hold on. Megadeth, I guess.
That's not rap.
Okay. Okay. Run DMC.
Okay, you're in the right neighborhood.
Wow.
Yeah. You got some.
The Beasties. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Beastie Boys. Okay, cheated.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of old music. I'm young, right? I'm young. Beastie Boys wasn't really like a thing. They weren't really popular.
I'm 13 and I know. My name is MCA. I got a license to kill.
Now Rob Montgomery doesn't like me, he says. Now I got to bring him on to debate him into liking me.
All right. No. All right. All right. Zoom Truth. Are you still here? I hope you're still here. We're gonna have Jon Snow, who's never debunked. He's done a song. He's done a Flat Earth song, which is great, but it's not. Yeah. All right. So here it comes. There's this. Oh, I need to share you the screen so you see it. Now they all see just a black screen, which is not that entertaining. There we go. That's that. So this is called Flat Earth Proof number 14. That's the wrong one. That's not what. I'm sorry. Zoom Truth.
Is it the right one?
That's the wrong one. Don't worry. I got it. Here comes Zoom Truth. Zoom Truth sent he commented on my debate from last week or the week before?
Hello everyone.
Hold on. Shh. Don't. With Flat Earth Fokker and basically said Earth is flat. I'm like, well, you got any evidence? So this is the video he posted. That's the evidence of Flat Earth. So
hello everyone. Today's video will simply be a quick summary of an amazing Flat Earth proof made by our good PhD friend, Dr. John D. His video is extraordinary. It not only debunks the globe myth, but also teaches us in demonstrable detail about mirages and refraction and how the physics of refraction and mirages cannot cause distant objects to magically refract around a physical curvature blockage to present a false flat Earth. It's absurd. It's impossible. At the making of this video, Dr. John D's video only has 920 views, when it should have.
Can you explain what he just said in the first little bit? Because honestly, some of the stuff he's saying, just like, so he's basically trying to say what?
Well, that's the intro.
Okay, yeah, but
right.
So basically summary? Like, say someone doesn't know anything with science or anything with flat Earth or any of this stuff. What's basically what he's trying to say in the first paragraph?
He's saying that.
What's this trying to prove?
Trying to prove that it's flat. And and he talked about refraction, how refraction isn't somehow he's going to address refraction and how refraction doesn't explain it.
Okay, so let's just say I didn't know what refraction meant.
Okay.
I don't know what refraction means. Can you explain it to me?
It's going to be hard for you to debunk this then. Do you see these? All right, I got it. All right. I'm going
to be honest with you. I'm already failing at the debunking. I suck.
That's okay. These things on my face.
Okay.
There's what happens when the light goes through the glass and then it comes out the other side. It bends, right?
Yeah.
That's refraction. When light goes from one medium that has a certain index of refraction to another medium with a different index of refraction, it bends, and it bends towards the medium that has higher refraction. So
because I don't know what refraction is no, there's no way I could debunk it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Well, you should have told me that.
This is a good
first. No, I look stupid on 5. Come on now.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is good. You know what? This is good for me because I look at this and I'm like, how come flat earthers don't know this?
Well, there you go.
And
yeah.
You, a non-flat earther, you don't know this, right? So that's fine. That's fine. So if we have, I'm going to do this right here. Right there, we've got a fancy drawing there. We've got high refraction or low refraction, high refraction, right? So there you go. Index of refraction, 1.01 on top, 1.02 on the bottom. So when light comes in, there you go. It's going to bend toward the denser, or the higher index of refraction, which is on the bottom. So which way is it going to bend? This way or this way?
Supposed to bend the opposite way, wouldn't it?
It bends towards the higher index of refraction. That's okay. It's going to bend that way. Right. That's how glasses work. That's how camera lenses work. That's how. Right now in the air, there's, even though it's all quite consistent, there is a difference in the index of refraction in air. Near the ground, it's a higher index of refraction. Up higher, it's a lower index of refraction. So when there is when light goes horizontally mostly, right, across the surface, it's going to be bending down towards the surface.
Yeah.
Right?
So they're trying to say it reflects.
No, they're often what they do is they just ignore it. So,
aren't they just beating a dead horse really right about now? Like they're beating a dead horse. Like really though, like isn't it getting a little bit frustrating with these guys?
Yeah,
it is. Like it's almost time to like.
All right, so here you go. Here's a guy, and this is a building.
Is that 33?
Right? That's not 33.
Oh,
33 is not that tall.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right, I'm doing a dotted line. So the light that's at the very top of the building starts going towards the person. You see that?
Yeah.
But since it bends down, that light that was originally headed towards the guy is going to hit the ground in front of him.
Because of refraction.
Because of refraction, right? Now, I'm very much exaggerating this. Now, so what's going to happen is the light that started out not going towards him, see that next arrow there?
CGI, obviously. CGI.
Obviously, yeah. So what's going to happen is that light is going to be the light that he sees. That top one there. But look at the angle that it's coming into his vision.
It's almost like it's going straight off.
It's coming in at a goofy angle. So I'll draw a straight line from there. So it looks like the building.
Who those are. I just didn't know that song was their song. King Crew. Jeez.
So there you go. It looks like the building is higher. See that?
Yeah.
Because of the angle that it comes in. Plus, if there were something in the way that you wouldn't see.
Mirage.
Not mirage. It's just bending. So say there's another building right here. Right? This is a weird contrived example, but if there's a building here and the light didn't bend, it would hit that building. But if the light bends, it goes over that building and it gets to your eyes. So that's what happens on the Earth. The bending, downward bending causes it to bend like that. Now, when it's really extreme, like certain conditions and closer to the ground, it will be more significant. So Zoom Truth asked a question, but we'll get to this.
He's mad at me. He's mad at me because
Oh, I did it like this. I did it like that. I did it with a wiffle ball bat. So
I don't know.
I'm on the run. The cops got my gun right about now. It's time to have some fun.
Oh, is that Beastie Boys? Wow, you really put me on the spot,
man.
Really.
Man. All right, everybody in the chat, who's the real rapper? And who doesn't? Who's? I mean, barely, almost, sort of. I'm kidding. I'm not.
Well, because let's say I was because I'm a rapper. Does that mean I need to know everything about rap? No.
Obviously.
No, bro. No. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I was also 9 years in jail without any internet or knowing about all.
I promise you, all of these songs were before that.
Yes, but
the Beastie Boys were in the 80s,
and I was trying to like survive. People trying to bully me, and I wasn't listening to the Beastie Boys. All right, they weren't saving my life. You know what? Blink 182 was saving my life back then. Limp Bizkit. Oh yeah, those guys were really helping me out back then. Not Beastie Boys.
I like Blink. All right. Let's go back to Zoom Truth.
Yeah, bring him in.
His video.
Watch his video.
All right.
DG.
I sent him a bunch of good information on this so he can read up on it. All right. So there we go. Everybody sees it. And I'm going to play it. So now you know a little bit. So
yeah.
It have hundreds of thousands of views, and I only want to bring more attention to Dr. John's work. I'll have a link in the description, and I strongly suggest you watch the 1 hour and 15-minute long video, subscribe to Dr. John D, and share his video and channel everywhere. A big thanks to those channels which have already shared his work. Dr. John D's long-distance observations were of the Rampion Wind Farm, which is located 8 miles off the coast of England, between England and France. I have identified his approximate coordinates here, in front of the Worthing Sailing Club. Here is more documentation regarding the location of the wind farm. We are concerned with these 6 turbines on the left, numbered 1 through 6, which will appear on the right-hand side of the actual video. From the observer's position, the closest of those 6 turbines was a little over 8 miles away, and the furthest of the turbines was nearly 11.2 miles away from the camera. Now, Dr. John did film from 2 different camera heights, 2 feet and 3.5 feet. I'm going to be concentrating on the 3.5 foot footage. Here's footage of his camera at 3.5 feet, and also shows his location in front of the Worthing Sailing Club. Under the globe model, the horizon marks the physical point at which the purported curvature begins to obstruct distant objects. Dr. John D. defined the globe physical.
Now, right here, there's a little bit of straw manning because he misrepresented the globe. But we'll keep going.
Geometric horizon as the maximum distance that the sea and the sky can be observed to meet. It's a good definition. You can calculate the distance to the alleged globe horizon by multiplying 1.225 and the square root of the observer's height in feet.
That number very much is very likely to have come from Dr. Andrew Young on his webpage, which I'll get to later.
Or you can just use an online calculator like this Earth curvature calculator that uses the official globe dimensions. So, according to the official globe math, at a 3.5 foot observation height, the physical horizon would have to be closer than a mere 2.3 miles, and that's assuming a perfectly smooth ball. So, large waves, miraging, and atmospheric opacity may easily reduce that distance to the alleged physical horizon, but there's no way to increase the distance to the globe physical horizon without increasing the elevation of the camera. For brevity, I'm leaving out much of Dr. John D's footage, but you should go and watch it all. I chose this specific footage because there is a distant boat far behind those 6 turbines. Of course, the boat should be entirely hidden behind the supposed ball of Earth, but that's not what I want to address. Because the boat is higher prospectively than the base of the turbine that was 11.2 miles away, we know, as a matter of fact, that there is absolutely not even a centimeter of curvature present. Remember, according to the globe, the horizon was supposed to be closer than 2.3
I like that he's mixing centimeters and miles.
miles. And that horizon is far beyond the turbine, beyond 11.2 miles. What is the reasonable implication of this video evidence? This is indisputable evidence that there is no measurable curvature, when the globe model says that the curvature should be easy to measure and detect.
Again, that's a straw man. He's misrepresenting the globe model.
Over these distances. Because the curvature does not exist, the globe model is false. If you know my...
All right.
You know what they're doing, bro? You know what they're doing, man? They're taking people like me who aren't very smart about like scientific stuff, and they're pushing this narrative. Man, I'm telling you, it's a cult, bro. It's a cult, and it's dangerous. Like what? Okay, so like, what's the man? Like a lot of these people who are falling for these tricks, you know, like we don't understand none of that stuff he's saying. You know what I mean? Like so we might just want to believe it because, oh man, it's easy. Like I was one of them. I never fell for flat Earth. I never fell for that. I'm not saying I fall for things, but I do have my certain beliefs on certain things. And I may not believe 5G is dangerous anymore, but I definitely did it in the beginning. But you've made it clear. But this whole flat Earth thing is becoming ridiculous. It really is. Like it's crazy.
I agree. So all right, let's see. Did I get the right? Oh, I did not get the right one. Oh no, I did. Okay. So what he missed is that the globe model, how he misrepresented the globe model is that refraction is a thing. And you can't ignore it. You can't just pretend like it doesn't refract, like light doesn't bend through different gradient or different densities of air. So the Earth curve calculator that he showed was one that did not include refraction. The ones that do include refraction are the ones that I prefer. The thing is, and Zoom Truth has asked this, how much refraction should there be in 5 miles? And that depends on the conditions. At certain times of day, under certain different weather conditions, the refraction amount is more or less. So if the day has been warm, then and no sun or sunny all day, or not a lot of clouds, and then in the afternoon you make an observation, that is the strongest refraction is that time of day.
See, Truth Zoomer's getting mad in the comments. He's like, this Jon Snow guy, he doesn't know anything. How is he going to... Listen, I think, you should be happy that MC Toon even played your video on the channel and he debunked it. I don't need to debunk it. MC Toon was nice enough to play your video on the channel, and now you're mad because I don't like... you know what? You're starting to sound like Jose.
So, Zoom Truth. John is not a flat Earth debunker. So... all right, so looking at this particular video, there's the skies are blue, so there's not a lot of clouds. I don't know what time it was, but if it was in the afternoon, that'd be the most refraction. Now, how do we know what the different refractive conditions are? Well, they've been measured, so obviously Dr. John D didn't measure anything necessary to figure out what the conditions would be. Now, I know that Dr. John D has no clue about how to properly calculate or predict the amount of bending of light that would happen, because he was involved in the FE core measurement over Lake Balaton, and they did measure the necessary information to calculate the amount of bending. And then he apparently was overseeing this. Whoever wrote the final document did not do anything correctly in calculating the amount of predicted bending. They stacked it horizontally instead of vertically. Got it way wrong. So that's why I put doctor in quotes, because he's a doctor of something about optical things, and he doesn't know how to calculate the refraction in air. So I have zero confidence.
Doctor, but he's really a dentist. He's not really a doctor. But he's
no. He has. There is an actual specific, I don't remember what his claimed degree is, but it's something related to optical things, right?
He's a dentist, a doctor.
And people are like, I don't know if that's really people have looked up to see if that's a real a real program. But anyway, yeah. Jay Aceto says his claim is a PhD in spectroscopy. I seem to think it's very close to that, but a little different. I could be wrong though. Nobody's ever heard of that particular degree. Now, Clive Wells says, so Clive Wells is a mathematician? I don't know. He does math like it's nothing. Says for a linear change in refractive index, and I'm not going to read all of it. I'll do this one here. Is that alpha equals negative r over n sub 0, and then dn over dr. You know what that is?
No.
So anyway, and keeps going where n equals refractive index and sub 0 is at the Earth and the distance to the horizon at height d sub h equals, yeah, and then he goes over the formula there, which is the if you've seen it before, you are familiar with it. It's got cosine.
Look at Justin Neal. Quick shout out. He gave you $5 to make me listen to Sleep to Know Brooklyn. Like that's a shout out. $5 to post a link.
There we go. Somebody, all right. So Zoom True says it's all good. Everyone can MC2 and use a curve calculator that includes refraction. Seems he's arguing the refraction, so he should prove it. If you're wondering whether or not refraction exists and whether it's been measured, you can go to my website mctune.net/refraction. I'll put that in there. So there you go, Zoom. That is a handful of different measurements of the effects of refraction. Now, when you're talking about refraction through air, one way to measure it is you get the lapse rate, which is the amount of change in temperature vertically, typically done per meter. So a lapse rate of 1 degree, let's see, a lapse rate of, I don't remember exactly right now. Let's see, 1 degree Celsius per 3 meters about will cause the curve of the light. So the light travels in an arc that will then equal the radius of the Earth. But typically it's less than that. Because when people do observations, you want to minimize it. You don't want super aggressive refraction. So if you get away from the water, you get up into altitude, then the number is smaller. So typically they express it as a plus or minus, almost always plus, and then a decimal, right? So plus 0.33 would be is the number, that's the K, that's the coefficient of refraction, not the index of refraction. The coefficient of refraction of plus 0.33 is what the American Meteorological Society uses for their kind of, if they don't know the conditions, that's what they use. Others, they say that the standard refraction is there's no such thing as actually standard refraction, but that's, again, like when you're doing things and you don't know the conditions, you have to include that in your calculations somehow. And so you do things also to avoid having extreme conditions like high altitude, and you take your observations on overcast days, and that's plus 0.17. And so Gauss, you know Gauss?
No,
German scientist. He used at high elevation across land from tower to tower to get away from things. He used plus 0.13. So there you go.
Can I ask you a couple questions interview style? Like, because I'd like to know a couple questions from your.
Sure.
Okay, so as a flat Earth debater, MC Tune, what would be the one thing that really frustrates you the most? Like with all the flat earthers, like kind of like a combined frustration with everyone.
I got over the frustration a long time ago, because I expect it all, right? All the things that they do, like denial. But yeah, that is one of the ones that I think is more prone to be just to say nah to whatever happens.
Okay.
So here's some evidence. They're like, nah.
Okay. So now, in your career of debating flat earthers, now you probably went through many rivals, MC Tune. Is there any particular that really stand out that your fans would be like, oh, that's the one?
Rivals.
Well, like, like, are there certain guys you'd never have back? Are there certain guys you'd love to have back? Like, who would be the one?
Oh, there's a couple I won't.
Yeah.
Flat Earth Aussie Jesus is a Nazi sympathizer. He thinks that they were on the right side of history. He's a misogynist. If you've seen him communicate with women, he's extremely abusive. So I won't have him on. I don't like Austin Whitsitt. He is, but you might say that would be a rival. The reason why for him, I don't think I want to debate him anymore, is he's just extremely rude to homosexual people. It's all the alternative lifestyle people, right? Whether or not anyone in particular agrees or disagrees with that position, and I know he doesn't, right? He doesn't agree with it. He's extremely rude about it and abusive, to the point of being abusive. And so, like he's out now. Same for Right the Hand. He's a horrible person. He got beat up by Tara LaRosa, a female. He was online yapping about how he can beat up any MMA fighter that's a girl. Wow. So then he had a match with not an official like in the octagon, but he met up and had it out with Tara LaRosa. She beat him twice.
Wow. Okay, so follow-up question, MC Toon. Explain to the viewers who maybe haven't been around since the beginning, what was like the first, like that thing that got you really into like wanting to debate flat earthers? What was like the first thing that drew you in?
Like everybody, I'm like, I saw something somewhere, somebody making the claim. I'm like, well, that's dumb. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah, the sun could never set. So it didn't take long to see how it's impossible. What pulled me in was, so then I went to some forums, I engaged on forums, but to get onto YouTube, it was Flat Out Hero that made a big challenge to use flight charts to plot a triangle that had 3 90-degree turns in it. And that's what's on my wall here is 2 of the legs of the route that of the 3, the third one's in my closet there. That makes a triangle with 3 90-degree corners on it. So that's what really got me onto YouTube. Was that. So yeah, he owes me that. I told him to send 50,000 of it to charity on his honor. I'm sure he's honorable there, right?
Okay. So as an ex-flat earther, you obviously don't believe that the Earth is flat. What would you say? So what would you say that would be their best evidence or their best point? If they're like, what would be their best reasoning that Earth would be flat? Like, why would you think a flat earther believes the Earth is flat?
Well, they have only 2 things that actually have anything that you could look at. And we just looked at one where you can, in the right conditions, kind of like force something to happen, right? By getting low. They like to get 1 foot off the water and look, they're like, oh my gosh, look at that. You can see so far. Like, yeah, but if you're 100 feet off the water, you don't get all of those effects. But they're deceptive in that, right? They pick their conclusion and then they hunt for evidence that supports it, ignoring anything that contradicts it. That's the one. The second one is they say that high altitude balloon footage is flat. And the only time they get that is if they use a lens that adds distortion, and they don't they don't tell you that there's distortion, and they like to do where they'll take a still from the video. So if there's distortion in the lens, it distorts up one way, it distorts down the other way. They'll take it right when it looks at its flattest. But they don't pick the entire video. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this little interview, this fun little interview, with one last question. MC Toon, if let's just say tomorrow, there was like proof that the Earth wasn't flat, and everyone believed it, and flat earthers were gone. What would you do? What would you do to keep your fans entertained? What would be your plan?
Well, I a lot of the flat earthers are like, you're only here because of us. I'm like, yes, you're right. If it wasn't for you, I never would have started a YouTube channel. And if all of them disappeared tomorrow, if every flat earther is like, yeah, we were just kidding, or we all woke up today and realized, oh, that was dumb. Yeah. I would be extremely happy. And if that meant that I didn't have a purpose to doing videos, super.
You could definitely interview ex-flat earthers for at least a year. You can just like pull them on.
Yeah,
like...
I mean that would if they all woke up tomorrow and had the same like epiphany, then yeah, I mean how many could you interview? It'd be quick. Before
I just feel like a lot of guys are getting like they're getting afraid of you. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to debate you because they're wrong. And they're like, oh man, we met our match. And they're all like getting together in their secret flat earth meetings. And they're like, yo, we got a blacklist MC too.
It's a secret cabal of flat earthers. They're accusing everybody else of being a secret cabal, and they're the only actual secret cabal.
Right. Well, they're on to it. Like
so I have not because I'm like, oh, I better move on so that when flat earth is dead, right? Just because it interests me, I've done a lot of 5G stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, 5G's people aren't really, Jose's not really into no one wants to hear about 5G apparently.
Yeah.
But without 5G, you guys wouldn't have had me. So how about that?
There you go.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for 5G. So thank 5G. If we could thank 5G for one thing, it brought me here today to you guys.
Yeah. Oh, Mark Beiser says his favorite is the flat earthers that show the Go Fast rocket video as proof of the dome. But only part of it with when Cameron cut off the So
what video was that?
So it's a rocket. So
you play it?
Steering a rocket is difficult. Takes a lot of work. So when you send up a rocket, it wants to wobble and stuff. So what they do is I don't know if they have fins that have a little curve to it. Probably that's what I would do. Curvature. So that as it goes, it starts to spin the rocket and it rotates. And what happens is because it's spinning, it becomes stable in one axis. It's not going to tip side to side. So that's very useful if your goal is to get high and then fall down. If you want it to go into orbit, you have to curve because you need to get that lateral speed to go into orbit. Yeah. So what they do in these amateur rockets, like kind of high-end amateur rockets, they make it spin, and then they want to make it stop spinning because they're spinning so stinking fast. So they have what's called a yo-yo de-spin. And that's not because it's not from the cellist, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? I know it's what you're thinking.
No, I have no idea.
No. Yo-Yo Ma is a cellist. So there's like a weight. I think it's two of them, and then as it's spinning, these masses really they let go and then they fling out on a cable, and then when they get to the outside of that spin, they slow down because the angular momentum is conserved. We can do the math later.
Fum Duckery has a comment. He paid $2. He said, why is there no debate tonight? Listen, you missed the debate. There was a debate at the beginning. Jose came on and we debated why he didn't like me. I win the debate. I won the debate, and that's it. So there was a debate. You have to watch later.
We forced him. We forced him to like. So anyway, so so here's how angular momentum. You ever been on a merry-go-round?
Yes.
Right. You're on the outside of the merry-go-round. And then you move to the inside, what happens?
You start spinning. Like, yeah.
It spins faster, right? And if you're in the middle and then you move to the outside, it spins slower. So that's what the yo-yo de-spin does. It gets these masses to the outside, and so it spins slower. And then I think sometimes they cut them. They like let them go. I don't know. Anyway, so they show this video where it's going and spinning, and then they release it, and the spin slows down. It doesn't stop, but it slows way, way down. And they're like, that was hitting the dome.
They watched too many of that Under the Dome episodes. They watched that show. See, they got fooled from watching TV. That's what happens when you watch TV, guys. Don't believe it.
So anyway, so of course, there's a few problems with that. If it hit the dome, wouldn't it have just demolished? But no, they invent craziness to solve that big problem. They're like, oh, the dome isn't solid. It's liquid something.
Really?
Even if it's a liquid, wouldn't it crush it? Like you fall into water from a high altitude, it hurts. If you drop something that's breakable from a high altitude onto water, it'll break. Anyway, Cretan Bull says, came for the debate, stayed for the yo-yo ma jokes. I better, you know what? Thank you for that, Cretan Bull. I better read these. Cretan Bull earlier said, who is Dr. John D? How can anyone with a doctorate in any discipline possibly think that the earth is flat? I don't believe for a second that Dr. John D is a doctor. Robert Williams for $1.99 says, I have a PhD in derp. Is the D in PhD for derp? A philosopher of derp could be. Can we get a mod to post No Sleep Till Brooklyn link for John? Did that happen?
No.
No. Oh, we need to get that. I mean, I can't play it.
I got a PhD in tachyons.
Oh, all right. So yeah, somebody grab that. I mean, I could do it, but then John's got to talk, and
I'll look it up later. I probably won't look it up.
Fumduckery, why is there no debate? I had somebody I thought was going to come on, somebody from Facebook, and then it didn't happen. I invited Inrem, but he says he's traveling, so I might be able to get Inrem. I think he's a lot of fun, but he can really get angry. In his videos, he's really angry. And he's funny because this is crazy. In one of his videos, he's like, look, if you're here in America, right, and then you're going to go south, you should just have to use the brakes because you're going downhill the whole way.
Makes sense.
That's really
Pump the brakes.
what he thinks. That's really...
Right?
Oh, yeah. All right. And all right, Jeff Roberts, Beasties softball for John. Cause what you see you might not get, and we can bet. So you get souped yet. You're scheming on a thing that's a mirage. I'm trying to tell you, it's blank.
Hey, is that a rap? Was he rapping to us? Sing. Killing us softly with his song.
Oh my gosh.
Killing us softly.
I don't recognize. I only know one Beastie Boys album well. That's Licensed to Ill. So, and we have Mr. Clean Bro changed his oil.
Woo! Jose, you're not gonna like this hairdo, Jose. I don't like that. There we go.
Rob Montgomery, it's a donation for your new hat.
Whoa, you better send me that MC tune. I want that $5, man. That's my $5 for my new hat. I'll be steaming up my $5. Eh?
Here's the thing. People, I need your help. Here's the deal. I want to create a shirt. I'm going to send it to John.
That'd be dope.
On Teespring. But I need your help. What do we need to make for John? So just discuss it on the Discord server.
Okay, yeah, I won't see it. It's a surprise.
So, all right. And we've got Mr. Autopants says tune is 50. Dude, I'm 13. Get it right.
Are you 50, Tune?
I am not 50.
Can I guess your age? Can I play the guessing game? I get one guess, and if I get it right, I win. You'll tell me. If I get it right, you'll tell me.
I already told you I'm 13.
No, okay, but I get one guess, and this is like a if I get it right on the first guess, you'll let everyone you'll tell me the truth, but only one guess, and if I'm wrong, you don't gotta say it.
I'm
good at guessing ages.
I'm 13 no matter what, man.
All right, I'm good. I'm gonna say. This is my guess. Okay, this is my guess. I'm gonna say 47. That was my guess. I might be wrong, but I'm close.
No, you're not.
I'm probably wrong, but I'm close.
Alyssa for 2 Australians says shirt needs a Hawaiian pizza on it. Done. What's your opinion of Hawaiian pizza?
We're gonna have dinosaurs, 5G, NASA, Project Bluebeam, MC2.
Magma.
Have like the guy magma. That'd be funny.
Can we have a T-Rex saying magma?
I have like MC Toon's face, but looking like Dr. Evil Like have like his, and then just have like magma on the shirt with a tune. That'd be funny.
Nice. Okay. Were we doing anything that we need to get back to? I don't know.
I thought we were gonna like look at them CERN videos and talk about CERN a little bit.
Oh, I watched part of it, but
Yeah.
the CERN video. All right. So
The antimatter stuff's pretty concerning if it's gonna blow up the whole world if people get in the wrong hands.
Of course. At Skydiver Tanner, the T-Rex needs YOLO tattooed on its arms. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to write this down. There's too many good things here. All right. I got it. I use Evernote. I have so many things in Evernote. So, all right. New. A shirt for John.
I don't like pineapple on pizza. I don't think it belongs there, honestly.
Ooh.
Well, you like pineapple?
Yeah, pineapple on pizza? Yeah.
No, man. Because honestly, here's my beef with it. Here's my beef. I like pizza because it's like salty and it's like, you know what I mean? But then when you put the sweet on it, I don't know. I just make my taste buds feel funny. I don't like it. It's my what is it called? A palate? Maybe it's my palate, just not used to it. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
This is gonna stress our relationship, man. Because I like.
I didn't like 5G in the beginning, and now I'm not so against it. So maybe.
All right. So Skydiver Tanner said the T-Rex needs YOLO tattooed on its arms, or the pineapple on the pizza spells YOLO.
There we go.
Brainy Beaver, who's Canadian, says get John, who's Canadian, some ketchup chips.
Hey, ketchup chips. I can send you ketchup chips.
I will only accept ketchup chips in person, and your name needs to be Punchy.
Okay. Well,
sorry. And somebody wants you to debate Multi Tom Tom. Hey, Multi Tom Tom, you should debate John. I mean, you've already seen he's a terrible flat Earth debater. I mean,
debate why you don't like me. That's for sure. I'm good at that. 1 for 1.
All right. So Alyssa says you wanted to do a live bake-off. Best brownies win.
What?
We can't make that kind of brownie in Minnesota yet.
Yeah, we're not in Canada, eh?
Brainy Beaver. I don't think John knows Americans hate ketchup chips. He's not in on the joke.
I don't like it. Oh, so you don't like ketchup chips? Empty soon? You do like them.
Oh no, I don't. You've seen my bag of ketchup chips, right?
Oh, I thought you liked them. Okay, no, I didn't know that joke. Actually, they're not bad. Like ketchup chips aren't the. I don't buy them, but like I mean, I would if I all I had, I would eat them for sure.
Right there.
Okay, well, I just thought you kept them because they were like your prized possession and you cherished them because Punchy gave them to you. I thought like you cherished them because they were a gift from Punchy.
The smell escaped.
You eat one chip every year on the day he gave them to you.
I stopped eating them. I would eat one or two like in live streams, but I stopped because the last time they taste bad.
You'd appreciate it right now if you ate one. Do it for Punchy, bro. Do it for Punchy. Do it. The fans want you. Do it. Hey, type in "do it" if you want to see MC2 eat a ketchup chip right now. Type in the comments. Do it.
It is December 15.
So what?
They were opened on March.
Look,
12.
Do it. Look at all the do it's in there. Do it. Don't do it. Won't do it. Do it.
Oh no! People stop.
Do it, come on, man, do it. Oh, there's some
Microraptor, Phil KO, Surf. There we go.
Come on, MC, you can't let them down, man. There's more do it's than don't do it's.
Oh, listen.
And you got paid $2 to do it. To do it.
Tip.
There's way more do it's. There's way more do it's than don't do it.
Martin. It was Martin in the comments because I would do it, and he's commenting. He's like, "You better not eat them anymore. That's not healthy."
Punchy, I'll be Punchy with B. Come on, bro. Like, one. I bet you can't just eat one. I bet you can't just eat one, MC Toon.
I could eat just 0.
I know you can, but people want to see you do it. They're even typing "do it" in different ways. Here we go, guys. This is it. We've convinced them. Peer pressured them into eating soggy chips.
They're not soggy, and that's what concerns me.
All right, he's doing it, guys. Right. Listen, we've got it.
All right, so I got.
This is it.
What am I doing?
That's what I've been waiting for.
All right. I'm gonna see if their color is off.
Yeah, if they're moldy, I'll accept a non pass.
And it's probably worse if their color is not off.
The people want you to do it. I'm still seeing do-its down there. They're still typing do it.
All right. Brainy Beaver has met Punchy in life too, in real life.
This is for Punchy. We're doing this for Punchy right here, right quick.
Punchy's had a hard time lately. All right, here we go.
Right. We want to see. Okay, there it is.
From the bag. That's there. You can't.
Did you put barbecue chips in there when we weren't looking?
No. All right.
Okay.
Here it is.
Technically, though, that was half a chip for the viewers, but we're going to count it.
There you go. It's still crunchy.
Is it all right?
No, but they weren't all right when they were new.
Yo, these guys got excited when we
flavor.
typed into it. They were going crazy.
Oh, there you go, people. All right, wash that down.
Hey, he did it, boy. That was dope. That was dope.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, look at that. He's a trooper. He'll do it for the fans, yo.
Yeah. Sir is like R.I.P. MC Toon. And I hope I make it.
No, you'll be all right. You really don't like them that bad.
I did not like them when they were new, Sam. I am. And I don't like them even more now.
Hey, look. Oh, okay. We got a good point from Ben D. He fills the tabs with water. Why wouldn't he put barbecue chips in the ketchup bag? Exactly. That is some tomfoolery.
I told you that I put water in here.
Well, tell us.
It's not like I was keeping it a secret. The only person I don't want to know about it is Red Pill Philosophy. So don't tell him that this is just water. But everybody else in the world is fine to know that this is just water in here. Alyssa, for 2 Australians says, here's pain money. We love you. Thank you very much. So yeah, the cans I got, these cans are more than a year old now.
Okay.
In fact, I have 2 unopened ones still in there. So the next time I debate Red Pill Philosophy, if that happens, I will open one of them. So
think how happy Punchy's gonna be to see this video. Like he's gonna watch it back later. He's like, "Yo, he ate one of my chips." we really did do it until you did it. That was awesome. It was like I could hear the kids chanting. I could hear them chanting it in the comments.
That's like the first time that peer pressure's ever worked on me.
I loved it. It was I could hear it in my head. It was like do it, and it was like, we got it.
All right. So the problem is like half of the chip is now stuck in my molar. So, we got Chris Durham Music Channel says, "Nice knowing you, MC Toon. Can I have your Saturn V Lego thing when you die?" Yeah, go ahead. Yep, you can have it.
Multi-Tom says this is gray. Why is it so gray? What's gray about it? Oh, there's no R. I'm not saying that word when there's no R.
What's wrong with you, Multi-Tom?
Is Multi-Tom not like me either? Bring him on.
Tom, send me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net. You can come on. You can talk to John. I won't.
Tell me your grievances. Tell me your grievance. We'll bring you on.
Yep.
Don't tell me it's my blue eyes, though. Come on, I don't need you. It's not my blue. Your beautiful ocean blue eyes. I don't like you.
And thank you, mods, for taking care of that comment. So, Facty says, just take out your dentures and rinse them.
You have dentures, MC Toon?
Oh my gosh.
Do you?
No, he's suggesting that I'm older than 13. I don't know.
Okay. Well, technically, are you allowed to have YouTube channels under 18?
What the shh? These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh, whoops. You know how to say that word on live? What, did they make a critical error?
I don't know. I like this. Clive Wells says Red Poe Philosophy goes by the name Irish Demon these days. Oh, yeah. Glober Mom's like, if you don't like it, Multi-Tom, you can leave. So, Multi-Tom, you don't need to have that kind of attitude here. I'm going to have to call up your mom, and she'll yell down the stairs to the basement where you're sitting right now and tell you that you need to behave yourself. I'm not bluffing you, Multi-Tom. You'll be grounded if you don't listen to your mom. Okay? Let's see.
I've had a lot of people not like me, MC Toon, but not like me because of my beautiful hair was a new one.
That was new, yeah.
I did
All
not
right.
expect that. I'm gonna watch this back later and like make a little screenshot video and post it for all my people. Like, yo, this is I debated this. It's gonna be funny.
All right. Do we want to look at another video?
What with the CERN? We're gonna talk about the CERN and this
Oh, that's right. We can talk about that's a thing that we need to go back to. Yes, CERN. Okay, so he sent me a video on CERN that, and I got maybe 2/3 of the way through before the stream here. I had to start and I had to turn it off. But none of it was talking about the actual technical stuff about CERN. It was basically all religious stuff. They're like, well, they had a weird, goofy dance there. Okay.
They're pretty much saying that they're using the Hydro Collider to try to open up portals to the demonic, and basically that a lot of the people that work there have no idea that they think that they're trying to just they're trying to like see into different dimensions.
So at what point in the video do we find out the actual evidence that the people in the know at the higher levels of CERN are actually trying to do this?
Well, in this video, there's no evidence in that video, but that video gets you wanting to look into it even more. Like some of these videos that I watch get me they just break the ice to me wanting to check out more about it, right? So this CERN thing is definitely a concern. I'm concerned about CERN.
Yeah.
Right. This antimatter. This antimatter stuff could be the same equivalent as an atom bomb, couldn't it? Like if it used in the wrong capacity, this stuff that's very rare could blow stuff up.
It's so rare that there isn't really any kicking around.
There's none at all. Not one little.
Well, I mean, no, they do make it there, but very tiny amounts of it. If somebody were to make a massively huge amount of it, like a gram of it, and then you were to interact it with matter, then it would be really a big explosion. But that's not what they're doing. So.
What are they doing with this?
They are doing scientific research with it.
But that's all we know, and that's all they'll tell us.
No,
so there's a lot.
There's a lot more that they tell us, but
I don't know, it seems sketchy to me. What about the apparent scientist that went missing in a black hole, just got sucked in, and they kind of just swept it under the rug? Where'd I hear that? YouTube video, obviously.
Of course.
Oh, jeez. Where did I learn? Obviously, YouTube. Come on now.
Mark Beiser's like, it's because their logo is 666. If you flip part of it and rotate parts, and also there's 4 of them, not 3 of them. So CERN's got some, man, look into it, MC. Just dig a little deeper, man. Just all I'm asking is dig a little deeper. All right, Tony Regime. I missed the beginning. I didn't play the video. But I missed the beginning. Was the dance at CERN or was it at the opening of the tunnel in Switzerland? Great question. There is a tunnel at Switzerland where they had some weird dance when they had like the grand opening.
They also have a statue of like Moloch, like a sun god right in front of it. Like,
hold on. But no, Tony, it was actually at CERN and it was kind of similar, weird. I mean, I don't get into avant-garde dance. If it's not headbanging or slam dancing or moshing, I'm really it's a little out of my element. So it was weird. I don't know. Does that mean that they're trying to open portals? No, it means nothing about portals.
So they're not trying to open up a view to different dimensions. That's what their goal is, to try to see through different dimensions.
Well, that's this person's claim, but doesn't provide any.
So these whatever they're called, they're crashing into each other. What are they called? Atoms or photons? What are they called? What are those things that they're trying to crash? I don't know. What are they?
It's the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider. So they're hadrons.
Okay, they're colliding hadrons.
Well, and what hadrons are? What are hadrons?
Aren't hadrons like this kind of energy, like this kind of like it's a molecule? Isn't it an atom? Isn't it an atom or something? I know it's something. Tell me, MC. I don't want to look stupid anymore. Dumber than I already am.
It's they're smashing protons together.
Yeah, hey, protons. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't get it. It was out there. Couldn't grab it. Protons. Yes. So when these protons, when they hit each other really fast, what are they supposed to do?
They make different particles. So the first law of thermodynamics is
No, I don't know that. I didn't. Honestly, man, I got my GED in prison. I skipped high school. I dropped out.
It's okay. It's all right.
I got my GED.
I was messing with you. You cannot create or destroy energy or matter, basically. And that goes to Einstein type stuff where energy cannot be destroyed. It converts, right? So if you take this collision between these two things, the speed that they're going towards each other, velocity, and their mass together, there's a certain amount of energy. And when they hit each other, they can create other particles. They just happen, right? So these stop existing and other things start existing. It's crazy particle physics stuff.
So is this stuff really smart to be doing these kind of things, like smashing things together really hard, really fast, not knowing the outcome?
They've been doing it for decades.
Okay.
So,
and there's never been one issue of anything happening where maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
No, as far as I know, the final scene from Christine did not happen anywhere yet. That would be the car that blew up, and there's but no, yeah, Justin Franks not knowing the outcome is precisely why they're doing it. They're doing it to find out what happens. So when they're looking for right there, I have the book on the top there, the God particle or the Higgs boson. They're like, well, we think that it's within this certain energy range. So they were looking for it initially at Fermilab in Batavia, Illinois, but they couldn't get high enough energy level. So they just crossed over 1 TeV, tera electron volt, that they could smash things together with, and they needed more. They start low and they just smash things together over and over and over again, and increasing the amount of energy until they get to the top of what the instrument can do. And they're like, all right, well, we tried all the energy levels here.
Okay.
So just a second, let me finish. So then they're like, Fermilab can't, that's the top of what they can do. So they either need to upgrade Fermilab or somebody else needs to do it. And CERN, it has a larger diameter circle. So they're like, well, that's a better place to do it. And the one that was scheduled to happen in Texas got canceled because of Congress and funding and stuff like that. So they have the highest energy super collider. So they started in this range, and they're like, we think we're going to find the Higgs boson somewhere in this range, and boom, we found a particle. Things happened, do a bunch of analysis, like, we got it. That's the Higgs boson. So there you go.
So Pixel Domination says Black Mesa opened a portal. What does that mean?
Black Mesa?
Right.
B-ball for life. Is John still a flat earther?
Right. Because
Black Mesa. Black Mesa.
What's that?
I don't know.
So why do people think that these protons could somehow have a different door to a different dimension? And why is this video? Why would this guy think that then? Like, why would? Because if they are trying to open a window to what's on the other side, and what if there is a bunch of demons in there waiting to come through that window? It's dangerous.
They're not trying to open a portal.
Black Mesa did.
Black Mesa is a game. Black Mesa is a game. It's from Half-Life. And Half-Life is not. Oh my god, it's a game.
I believe it. Right. I'm gonna go make a stat. Yeah. Black Mesa.
In the game, it opened a portal, and then the dinosaurs came from the magma.
I just think that it should be looked into, especially if they're trying to make this antimatter. Why do they need it? Why do we need antimatter? Why do we need it? For what? What would be the purpose of having it?
They're not just making it and then storing it in the freezer for later, so that they can put it in a recipe and have somebody at over a cauldron is like, eye of newt, hair of a squirmy toad, and antimatter. I don't got any antimatter. Anybody got some antimatter? That's not what they're doing.
This is a James Bond movie. We're turning into this whole thing is turning into a James Bond movie directed by Michael Bay. Straight up.
There has been a movie already on antimatter from CERN.
Really?
Yeah. There's based on a book written by Dan Brown.
Okay, I got a question for you. what do you think of this new movie coming out called Songbird? That's pretty much exactly about COVID-19, and it seems like they're pretty convenient to have that out exactly now, because doesn't movies take years to make? And like, they don't, like, you know what I mean? Don't movies like
how long does it take a band to write a new album?
As long as it takes.
So how long does it take?
Forever. It could take a month.
That's right. So some movies take a long time, just like Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy took like 75 years to make, right? And some songs take a day to write. Like, do you know anybody that can write a song in a day?
I can write a song in an hour.
There you go. So different movies take different amounts of time. So I would say that Songbird could have been thought of after COVID-19 started.
Here's my grievance with this, and I'm gonna explain it to you. So not too long ago, there was a leaked video from this guy, doctor, apparently, saying that there was a leaked email from the government claiming that there's going to be a new strain of COVID-21. There's going to be a great reset. Things are going to change, and it's basically step by step of how 21 is going to go through. And now I'm seeing these new strains, right? So listen, I know it's a joke, but some people really believe this stuff and they're scared, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm just coming at you as a person who would see this and like starting to see these things. And what about, is there truth to some of these things? Like, maybe you should look up the video. Like, I don't know. I know you don't like getting into that kind of stuff, but a lot of people are scared right now in this time. And it's, I know people laugh at it, but some people really do believe this stuff, and whether it's real or not, it's this whole.
So it was in a movie. If it's in a movie.
No, this isn't a movie. This was. I'm gonna try to. I would think this. I'm gonna send it to you next time, and maybe you can look at it.
No, but isn't Songbird
no, Songbird's a movie. Yes, it just came out.
So let's say, for example, that somebody were to find frozen, solidified amber with a mosquito in it, and there's blood from a dinosaur in that mosquito, and then they were able to genetically modify it so that they can actually birth a dinosaur. What would you think about that?
I would think that was pretty nuts. I would think that was
probably totally true, right? So let's see. What do we got? We got Kevin Brown says, I like Jon Snow. I'm glad he's been coming on MC Toon's show. He seems to be a good dude. Reminded me of Lil Peep at first.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, then Tony Regime says they probably repurposed an old script and updated it with COVID references, which of course totally true. Not totally true, totally possible. So we've got Brandon Fail in here. So it seems like he's a flat earther, or at least a young Earth creationist. I'm not sure. But General E. Shady says to him, for 2 Australian, Brandon Fail, learn before opening your pie hole.
Who, me?
No, Brandon.
Oh.
Because Brandon said, fastest speed is speed of light. We can literally observe 93 billion light years, 15 billion years ago, the Big Bang. No, well, the Big Bang I don't think is, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. Wow, you people are retarded. That's not nice. Can't do math. So it's actually, if that's a straw man, Brandon, because that's not the claim. You need to understand it better. I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, you need to do a little more book learning before you try to debunk old light. So there you go. Or young light. I don't know what you'd call it. The side. Yeah. So it had, all right, I'll just give you a hint. It has to do with expansion. So there you go. Really? Is Brandon Fail still kicking around? Are you still here, Brandon, or did you just drop in? Big light. Oh, very nice. Did he just pop in to copy paste something and then run away?
He must have.
Yeah. So, your scientists are too busy asking themselves if they could bring dinosaurs into a stream to ask themselves if they should. And you know who's missing? Who have we not seen here tonight?
33.
I mean, Gary Wybenga, I saw him earlier today in Jose's stream. So Brandon Fail says, you can't even debunk me. Oh, Brandon, you silly kid.
Is that what he said?
He said, yeah, he says, you can't even debunk me. Yeah, so here we got from Clive Wells, 93 billion years is the diameter of the universe. Its age is 13.7 billion years. I show how to derive this on my channel. There you go. Brandon Fail, would you like to learn? You can. Clive Wells right there. You can just go to his channel. Clive, why don't you drop your link in there so Brandon can go learn. Robert Caslow says Brandon needs to listen to Barry White. I don't know.
I'm gonna sing this video. I have it here somewhere.
And Jeff Roberts says Songbird was written and filmed after COVID started. Well, there we go. Now we know because Jeff Roberts said it. We can be certain that it's I'm guessing that he probably just looked it up. So, is Brandon Fail Brandon Toy's brother? I don't know, but Brandon, are you a flatty, or are you just a young Earth creationist, or what is your position? Yeah, Jeff Roberts Googled it. Amazing. You can Google things and find out. So there we go. The Cambrian explosion was an inside job, says Microraptor. I totally buy it. I'm sure that John Snow, what do you think about the Cambrian explosion? Was that a conspiracy?
Fake?
Yeah, was it?
Oh, see, man, here's the thing. People are gonna be mad at this. I don't watch the news. I don't. It's too sad. Like I don't watch the. I don't know about all these things. Like I don't pay attention to all these stuff. So if I don't know about, like,
it's not current events. Oh my gosh. Mr. Autopants says I liked Cambria 12 better than Cambrian 11. Here's a question for you. Why did it go 11, 12, 13, 8? That's what I want to know.
Because 7, 8, 9, didn't it?
No. I'm wondering who got that. Who got that? Brandon Fail says not flat. I can call. Who are you calling?
I got my fan on. I'm getting hot and sweaty, bro. Sorry, I should have gave you a warning, man. My fan's got to be on. I'm starting to get hot.
Just don't pull a Riley is all I'm saying.
What's that?
That's where in the during a live stream, you stand up, you don't quite cover the lens of your camera, and then you cut a whiz into a jar. That's what
funny?
That's what Anthony Riley did. This jar, no, clear. What's that?
I'll tell you a funny story. So I was recently on this online reality game show that kind of it kind of got like the footage didn't like I did it like we did this online thing. I don't want to say the name because it didn't come out, but the footage ended up, the hard drive messed up, so we didn't. It's not going to come out. But I ended up on this 27-hour competition where you had to stay on the phone, and I was on. They were trying to get me out. It was like a Big Brother kind of thing, but it was online. It was like all on like Skype. So it was a competition. They wanted me out. 27 hours I was on it. I stayed on the phone with this one girl, Lillian, and she wanted me out. I had to pee in the bottles. So I would pee in the bottles because I couldn't go to the bathroom. Like, so it was hard, man. It was hard. But I ended up losing.
You were just on the phone.
Yeah, I had to be on the camera, like on Skype, because we had to. We couldn't leave. Like it was like basically a competition online, right?
I would have just got a condom catheter.
Well, I didn't think I was going to be in it for that many hours. I thought I could win it, but this one girl was dying to take me out.
And you lost.
I lost because they got me out because I won the very first competition, the very first HOH, you would call it. They called it free agent. See, the show didn't, because the hard drive broke, but he's going to do another season. So I don't really want to say too much about it, but it's an online reality game show, kind of like it's like Big Brother, but online. There's another show like The Circle or something, like kind of like the same thing. I don't know. It was pretty cool, but I'm into all kinds of stuff.
So Dark Steve 84 has the title for your next rap.
What is it?
I peed in a bottle.
I peed in a bottle. That's it. That's actually pretty. It's a hit.
So Brandon Fail, I didn't understand what you meant by that. I don't know. Did you leave? Is he still here? I don't know. But yes, 11, 12, 13, 8 is speaking of Ocean's movies, but I did mess up. It's actually 11, 11, 12, 13, 8, because there is the 1960s version. So there we go. Clive Wells has the derivation and the size/age of the observable universe just for you, Brandon Fail. So you go ahead.
Whoa.
If you disagree, you go ahead and show where it's wrong. Just saying, lol, it's wrong doesn't make it wrong. So there you go.
That's right, lol. I feel bad now because people are starting to come on and be like, they're starting to come on and be like, where's the debate? Who's this guy?
Well,
and I'm just like, man, I'm here to help out.
So Mute Donkey says he thinks that or not Mute Donkey. Dark Steve 84 says, I think Brandon wants to come on. Brandon,
Bring him on.
send me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net.
Bring him on.
There it is. That's what you need to. You want to come on? I got the link in my clipboard right now. It's ready to go.
You remember the one time that 33 vetted his friend to talk a bunch of good stuff about him and then brought his friend on just to talk some really nice stuff about himself?
And,
One time?
33's friend did not have the best compliments for 33.
No.
Oh, poor 33.
Went from saying he's a really good guy to then he's like, hey, a little wacky. I know about this guy very much.
Oh, well, oh, that type of oceans. Glass Monster was to come out. Well, wait, Glass Monster. We got the invitation of Brandon, so we're gonna. Oh, look at that. Nathan Oakley, 1984. It's probably a fake account because it is middle of the night in England. So Nathan Oakley, 1984 is a
nemesis?
He's a flat earther that debates. He has a debate show. I don't know, every day or 5 days a week or something like that, where he's exceedingly rude and abusive to people. He likes to talk about putting his balls in men's mouths. That's his thing. You know, not shaming that. That can be his thing if he wants it to be. But yeah, he can't stop saying that. Yeah, so.
So now we're trying to figure out, is that the real Nathan Oakley? Let's get to the bottom of this right now. Is it the real Nathan Oakley?
It's not. You know, YouTube used to be able to click on their name or the thing and go to their channel, but they took that away. I don't know why. Why would you take that away? Maybe in general people should be able to take it away, but not admins and mods. Because
Surf is saying that it's supposed. The real one is 1980. Nathan Oakley, 1980. So that's the thing.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Good job.
So Surf said that. So shout out Surf for bringing that up.
So Phil Ko says, Glass Monster, we want to see your 50,000 pound Cavendish experiment. That's a good idea. Will the real Nathan Oakley please stand up?
Yeah.
Please stand up. Please stand up. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside.
Yep. So
that's it? That's all we get from you? Yep?
Okay, so MC Toon, I want to ask you this question. You're coming up to 10,000 subscribers. Are you going to do any special giveaway or anything cool for like the 10,000 subscriber?
I could. That's a good idea.
That'd be kind of cool, man, because you're coming on to 10,000, bro. That's a big deal.
I am. I'm excited for that. Now, I decided at 8,000 that I would do the kind of the celebrations on a Fibonacci sequence. So the next one is 13,000. The next
but you still got to do a giveaway or something.
I should do something. I can do a
because you're getting closer at 9.5 right now. Close, I think 9.5,
9.6.
9.6. Yeah, you only have 400 subscribers. So if anyone in this chat right now who's not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Help this guy get to 10,000.
Victoria West Payne. Victoria, you're in England too, aren't you? My goodness, people, go to bed. Yes, these are not mine. These are my kids. So, Mr. Autopants says I only know white rappers. Eminem, Beastie Boys, Snow, Informer. You're right. I'm sorry. I like Run DMC. Come on. It's not my thing. Rap's not my thing for real. Weird Al, exactly. I like.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should do like a montage of all your old people, like all the years that you've been debating, and put like a video like a to 10,000, from 1 to 10,000, have all like the old, like kind of like a montage like of all the stuff, and kind of do something kind of cool for your 10,000 subscribers. Like make a video of like kind of like everything into one kind of thing.
That's a lot of work, man.
It is a lot of work, but it'd be cool.
Skydiver Tanner says maybe if iFly is running and he's back, we should do a live stream of me flying.
Somebody should edit MC Toon a video for a montage of his 10,000. Someone should do that. Anyone here got editing skills should make a montage video for MC Toon of all his old debates. Put it together in one scramble and send it to MC Toon.
Go ahead. That'd be awesome. I'd love that.
It would be cool, yeah.
Vanilla Ice. Of course I know Vanilla Ice. I mostly know white rappers. You want to know the last concert I went to?
What is it?
It was a white rapper. Oh my gosh, it was. Yep. Walter says, I wish MC Toon would play a Slayer song. I like Slayer. And somebody say the Mongolian death metal, the Who. Is that the I don't know. Yeah, I think I've seen a Mongolian band that might be the one you're talking about. Yes, of course, Run DMC and Aerosmith. You've got to have. You gotta have. Oh, I'm terrible, I guess. Sorry.
G-Eazy's good. Yeah, I like G-Eazy. Someone said G-Eazy. Baller, B-ball for life.
Yes, throat singing. That's right. Power Wolf. I like. Of course, I like Dragon Force, and I like Fin Troll. They're fun. I like Fin Troll. So, all right, I think we went over the CERN thing. The thing about CERN, John, is there's not like the higher ups that are somehow hiding the truth of what they're doing. The people doing it know what they're doing. The higher ups can't pull the strings of these people.
I'm still not convinced.
Doesn't work that way.
I'm more convinced that 5G isn't an imminent danger than that, but that's okay. That's okay. We can have our disagreements, and this, I wanted to give you one piece of advice. If the flat Earth business fails and they all quit, you can always get into unveiling Pokemon cards, getting the new. There's a big business in YouTube for that, man. YouTube.
Did you get any? Did you get any today?
No, man. Honestly, here's the thing. At Value Village, where I went to pick, they would. It's like they took brand new cards and put them in a bag and like. So you couldn't see them and hoping you got, but they're all like the newest ones, non-rare. So I think I'd have to go somewhere where there was like just an old box of just old cards and dig through them, because the ones where I went today, it's like they purposely open up a brand new pack and put them in like a clear bag and like made so you couldn't see them. So you just buy them and hope to get a good card, but really all the good cards are gone. It's a scam, really.
Yeah.
But, it would be cool to hit that one big Pokemon card, man. Like, it's exciting. Imagine there's some of them out there like $160,000, $200,000. Right? You could probably have a card like that in your attic or in your basement, MC. You should start looking through those cards and do YouTube videos.
I should totally. Yeah, one of my kids liked Pokemon cards. Every one of them is beat up and rounded corners and all that.
Never know, though. You never know. You could have one that's got stuck in the bottom that was in like a package and is worth a lot of money. You never know, man. Those are appreciating in value every day.
Somebody was saying the Pokemon stream. I have a guy. Somebody suggested doing an evolution versus creation stream. Pokemon evolution versus Pokemon creation. So I have one guy I'll take. I don't know what side he's going to take, but I know.
Because Pokemon right now is the big hottest thing right now, man. Like I didn't even realize. I knew it was because the Pokemon Go, but like I'm looking at these YouTube videos now and I'm right into it. Like when they're showing these cards and like it's the excitement, man. When they hit the big one, is like it's fun. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
It's wholesome.
Beast Militia says, "Do I like punk rock? I mean, real punk rock." Everybody, I think, has their own definition of what is real punk rock. I do like a lot of like the 80s British punk rock. I do like the 90s pop punk, like Blink and Weezer. Weezer is not really I like MXPX. I've seen them a ton. So I don't know. What is real pop? What is real punk to you, Beast Militia? Bad Religion. All right, he says. Bad Religion. is are the Ramones real punk? So I don't know.
I've never been into real punk, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you. I bet you if I said a name, they'd be like, "That ain't punk."
Yeah. Mark Beiser, the no true punk fallacy. Oh, that's awesome. That's true. Oh, Beast Militia does not like the Ramones. I like the Ramones, but they only wrote one song, and it's a minute and a half long, and then they just changed the lyrics to it 75 times.
So is Logan Paul a flat earther, or was he making fun of flat?
No, he trolled the crap out of them. He went to 2 years ago. He went to the Flat Earth Convention in Dallas. He got like promoted by Robbie Davidson, who's like this Skeletor looking guy. He's like 7'12" and all of an inch and a half wide, and and so that's Robbie Davidson, the flat earther, and he brought Logan Paul on stage. There's pictures of them standing next to each other, posing, doing their Freemason looking thing. Anyway, so, and then he did a video, like a pretty long form video on it with the whole storyline. And in the end, he's like, nah, that's stupid.
I'm going to watch it because I didn't watch it because I thought he was a flat earther. So now I'm going to watch it because I kind of didn't like him because of that. I actually did a diss song against Logan Paul. It's called Slappercast versus Logan Paul. I dissed him. He's probably never going to hear it. But hey, if you're watching Logan Paul, I dissed you. I'm sorry.
Sky Never Tanner says Brandon said the link was crap. What link? Brandon, I didn't send you a link. Oh no, Brandon must be talking about Clive Wells's link where he was deriving the age of the universe and size of the universe or whatever. And that is a typical, that good job. Well done. You really, really nailed the debunk of that by not really. Anyway.
I did my best, I did my best, bro. I had a hard time because I just debated Jose. I came off a win after Jose, so debunking that video was tough, man. Like, bro, I just came off that win of the debate, so, bro, just give me some credit here. We're from big Jose to debunking videos. Come on, man, baby steps.
All right, so Mute Donkey says Logan Paul is still a terrible person. I mean, I didn't like him. Like you look at his face, and you're like, I just want to punch Logan. How do you not want to punch that face?
But is he a terrible person, or just is a selfish person who's just out for his own? Like, is he terrible because is he not doing any good at all? Like, is he really is he taking or is he giving? Every
single YouTuber is like that.
Yeah,
all of us. Them, all of them.
Are you like that?
I don't know. All right. There's a German word for that. Okay. So here's the deal. Brandon Fail, email me, mctoon@mctoon.net. Now, somebody said earlier that I should get Joey Rocha on. And the problem with Joey Rocha is on Facebook all the time. He has his account and his wife's account, and you never know which one is currently blocked because you just can't stop saying things. And he lives in Hawaii, John. He lives in Hawaii and does not believe. What does he not believe? He does not believe that volcanoes are real.
Oh, so he doesn't even believe in magma. So I can't even hit him with the word does magma come from.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dumped. How can I debate this guy?
I don't know. I mean,
like,
I think he just picks the stupidest things to try to just get people worked up. And he's
people. Okay, obviously, that's a stupid question. People have been to volcanoes; they've seen them. I've never seen one, so I can't say I have. Or I don't even think I've ever know anyone who's ever seen one in real life. So it's hard for me to be like, yep, for sure, 100%. I know they're real because I've never seen one. But I'm just assuming because people say they're real, I'm going to believe it. And I've seen videos, I'm going to believe it. Just like everything else, I believe.
It's a lack of skepticism on your part. But Fum Duckery says Joey Roach is the luckiest man ever. COVID saved his anus from Fum Duckery. And that tells me now I know who Fum Duckery is. Because somebody was going to go to, Fum Duckery is the one, was going to go to Hawaii. And because Joey Roach is pretty rude and has a lot of things to say about people that served in the military, he was going to show up at his door and take care of business, military
He
style.
just gave
But,
himself up. He just showed his cards to you.
who?
You know who he is. It's Fumduckery. You now know who Fumduckery is.
I know who he is. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of other people do, but I mean,
So if we get enough do-its, will you call them out? Will you expose them? If we can get enough do-its in the comments, will you expose who Fumduckery is live?
all right.
I'll get do-its coming right now. I'll get some do-its flowing through this thing.
All right. I have an email from somebody named Brandon Fail.
Ooh.
All right.
Here come the do-its. Here come the do-its, bro.
I know. If it doesn't, I don't think it fits. I know him from just from
Stephen Smith. It says his name is
Facebook.
Stephen Smith.
There you go. That's right.
A couple dudes came through. I like that.
And
They like that. I like that.
Steven and I were on Modern Day Debates with Nathan Thompson and Austin Whitsitt. Sorry, I did not mean to say that wrong. And Steven he didn't say a lot in that particular debate, but anyway, he's a good guy. He set that up. That was nice. So, all right, here we go. I sent it to Brandon Fail. Now, this is not my strength, but we'll see how it goes.
What's this guy trying to talk about?
He's the Age of the Universe guy. I'm guessing that he is a young Earth creationist as well. So
He's going to tell us what, that God didn't create the world, that the Big Bang did?
he's going to.
Nothing. There was nothing, and it exploded into something. That's what he would say.
That's a straw man, but
Nothing exploded into something.
no, that's not the claim. But that is a common misunderstanding of the claim. Like I said, it's not my strength. So we'll see how it goes.
What are your beliefs on the matter? Do you believe? Obviously, I know what you believe.
That the Earth is old.
That God created the Earth, not a Big Bang.
No, I'm fine with the Big Bang.
All right.
I got no problem with that at all. So,
well, I believe that God created the Earth. That's what I believe.
is he capable of doing both?
We're going to debate right now. Me and
That's
you,
it.
whether
We're sitting here waiting. Yeah.
Because he's not your strong point. I don't know nothing about it either.
Big bounce. Red's rhetoric has showed up. How you doing, Reds?
Yes, God did poof everything from nothing. You're right, John Rapp. I like your style.
He poop, not poop. Poof. Poof. He poof. Oh, do you know Reds?
No.
Reds is a plumber from Florida who debunks. He's the big debunker. He when he poops, flat earthers cry, because even that can debunk them. So,
all right, listen, guys. You guys can all hate on me in the comments for believing in God, but you know what? God got me through a lot of stuff, and He made me a better person. So just if you see me today, right now, here, happy and being nice to people, I used to hurt people. I used to really hurt people, and I used to violently, and I was a bad person. So you guys may hate on God, but I gave all this credit to God. So just be thankful that I believe in it, because it changed me. Right. So just be thankful that someone believes in God, because I'd be over there hurting people still if I didn't. So remember that, guys, when you hate on me for that.
So there you go. We got Red's rhetoric is so humble. It's like big debunker. Oh geez. Let's see. Reds looks like a line item on the Geneva Convention. Reds looks or a line item. Yes. Yeah. If you have, John, did you know that if you have somebody in prison, that there's things you cannot do to them, like even during war, right?
Well, right. We have rights. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. I don't know. I haven't read the Geneva Convention lately or ever, so I don't know what it's specific. But you cannot show them pictures of Red's rhetoric. It is against the Geneva Convention.
If I'm in jail, no one can show me a picture of it. I can refuse a picture. I can refuse anything in jail.
Now, somebody earlier was asking about Canadian prisons, and so I'll explain it, and then at the end, when I'm done explaining it, you'll just say that's exactly right. So in Canadian prisons, every day the guards show up after they wake up and they're like, hey, oh, sorry guys. I'm sorry you're in prison. I'm just really sorry about this. They open the doors to the cells. They go to the main door to outside. They're like, we're really sorry. Just sorry. Right. But then all of the Canadian prisoners, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I can't leave. You'd get in trouble. I can't leave. So they just stay. So, is that right?
No.
I even set you up for that. I mean, you could have.
I got confused. Man. I got confused. Sometimes I get confused because I look down at the comments because I want to reply to them, and I get confused and I got confused there. I'm sorry.
You weren't even listening? Oh my gosh.
I mean, I was, but I was trying.
Brainy Beaver was. Can you guys imagine Brainy Beaver and Jon Snow in the same
Brandon
stream?
Bale is on. He is here. Who is this guy? And is he debating why he doesn't like me? Am I coming right into second debate? Oh, here we go.
Well,
you're right.
No. He has. Ready. Let's see. It looks like he has no microphone set up yet.
Oh wow! Way to come unprepared, rookie. What is this, your first live stream? Fail. Fail.
Mr. Autopants is asking, hey John, were you in cell block A?
Hey.
Am I with you?
There we are, Brandon.
How we doing, McToon?
Who's McToon? I'm not McToon. I'm not Scottish, man. Oh,
well.
I'm a rapper like MC Hammer.
Well, you're a rapper. I like it. I love it.
Loves it.
All right.
Hair, what? How's my hair doing today?
Looks beautiful.
Thank you. Jose didn't like it.
He was jealous.
Brandon, do you like me, or do I have to debate you into liking me?
No, I like you guys.
Nice one. Nice.
It's all good.
Nice.
And you said earlier you are not a flat earther.
No, that's not what I'm going for. I just have quick.
But how did you wind up here?
I've been on here 1,000 times.
You
have made 1,000 videos? MC
I've not. That's amazing. He's a time traveler.
So he's multiple times on the same video, obviously.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I've been with you for a long time.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
My question is that I want to call bullshit on is Age of the Universe, and unless there's some way that everything moved way faster in time before speed of light was the fastest thing, how the hell is the Big Bang a real thing?
All right. Like I said, this is not my strength, but my understanding of it is that the actual universe expanded at some point of the history of the universe, that the actual universe was expanding. So the things that started in a certain locality spread out as the actual universe expanded. So that's about as deep as I can really get it. And I'm sorry if it was a little bit too Clive is probably
it's very poignant that right now. You didn't know a damn thing about it, but
yeah.
Okay, so if we're only supposed to be 15 billion years old from the expansion of the Big Bang,
yeah,
we can observably see 93 billion light years, and that's pointing in both directions.
No, it's the diameter is 93. So you got half 93 one way, half 93 the other. Yes. So I said, the actual
it's also way beyond what we can even comprehend, because if you take 15, 30, 6, we have 60 billion light years of travel that we cannot figure out then.
Yeah, little more than that, but that's fine. But they have figured it out. Like I said, did you look at Clive Wells's derivation of it?
The one that he sent me was so damn stupid that it didn't even. It had nothing. I don't know. Maybe I was sent the wrong link.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
also, you believe in dark matter.
I think it's a valuable hypothesis, but it's not been confirmed. So
It's a valuable hypothesis, but there's also some other scientists out there that will tell you flat out, dark matter is not even a thing. It's probably more likely that it's just the dust that's out in space that is the dark matter.
oh,
So
there are competing hypotheses. Like so they're not all the same. Reds, it's coming. It's coming, Reds. So yeah, that's the thing about science, right? You have a hypothesis and you do things to try to figure it out. And you can have 10 different hypotheses and you can test them all at the same time. So if one scientist is like, we think dark matter, and others like, we think it's something else, that's
Oh,
fine.
but antimatter is real though.
Antimatter,
but
yeah, that's
Dark matter
different. Yeah.
is just like a thought.
Antimatter is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard of in my life. In my
Wow.
opinion.
Wow.
Antimatter.
Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's my personal opinion.
You don't believe in antimatter. You believe antimatter is fake.
I believe antimatter is fake, because if it's antimatter, then there is no matter at all.
It's nothing.
It would all equivalent to
Whoa.
zero.
So do you know? Hold on. Do you know that PET scans? They're not about pet animals. They're about they scan humans.
I understand
They
what PET scans
exist. They exist, and they are used. What are they using in a PET scan?
Well, that's a good question, I guess. I don't know the answer to that.
The P stands for
Who?
positron.
Positron, okay.
Yeah. Which is what?
Like Megatron?
No,
Oh yeah,
positron.
Megatron for sure.
A positron is antimatter.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Ooh.
Oh, that's new physics. Do explain.
You want to hear?
Okay, so what are you made out of? You have 3 things that you are made out of. What are they?
Butterflies, happy thoughts, and dirt.
Beautiful. I
Just
really like
Just
that.
go ahead. That I'm sure there's something from Sound of Music that I'm missing.
But you have protons, electrons, and neutrons, and that's all that you're made out of.
I made tachyons.
Yeah, John's made of tachyons, but yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Oh my gosh.
But
Reds, I'm working on it, but
if we're gonna put some other achions in there,
sorry,
where
just
do they
saying.
come from?
Yeah, they generate the positrons in the PET scan device. So
Yeah, and they also come from all the stuff, the 3 things that I just said to you.
correct. They're positrons are not any of those 3 things.
Oh, but they are.
Oh, but they are. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everything
that's
is made out of the 3 things that I just said.
So where is your citation that positrons don't exist? Or is just your saying it, therefore it's true?
Oh, where is your citation that says, I don't know, black matter exists? Or are you just going to say
not,
that just out of... Oh, okay. So...
Black matter, do you mean dark matter? Dark matter is a hypothesis.
Whatever, yeah.
It is a hypothesis at this point. They don't have a dark matter scanner that they use in hospitals every day, but they do have a PET scanner that they use in hospitals every day.
So you're gonna try and change the subject to try and make me look bad?
No,
Just to try and make yourself look
You
good, or
started-
what?
Dude, how
You
dare
started. Hold on, John. You started with antimatter doesn't exist. And as I said, well, a PET scan uses antimatter. It's used every day in hospitals. Thousands of them are used every day in hospitals. They use positrons, which are antimatter. So now, that's not changing the subject. The subject was you're talking about antimatter not existing.
How is it antimatter?
Positrons are antimatter.
Why?
It's an anti-electron. That's what a positron is. So you said antimatter doesn't exist, and I'm giving you an example of something that actually uses it.
There's no matter to a positron. Then it doesn't exist if there's no matter to it.
No. A positron isn't no matter. It's the antimatter particle to an electron.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
It's an antimatter to an electron. So what's an antimatter to a proton?
That'd be
what's the
antiproton?
Antimatter to a neutron?
An antineutron?
Oh, yeah. Shit that doesn't exist.
Well, sorry. You just say that doesn't make it stop existing. So, I mean, there's people who have published papers on it by the many people. I don't know. But here's the problem. Brandon, you did not know what a positron was just a little bit ago. I had to explain it to you. And so you can't speak from a position of knowledge, right?
No, nor can you, because the question that I asked had nothing to do with this.
You were talking about antimatter. You said antimatter doesn't exist. That was the topic.
No. That is not what I brought up. What I brought up was...
Oh, hold on. Let's review. Hey, chat. Everybody in chat. Did Brandon say antimatter doesn't exist?
I probably did.
Probably.
I probably did. Hey, chat. Did Brandon also ask the question, the length of the universe, and that's why I called you? Oh, boy. You got schooled by yourself.
How you doing, Reds? Reds is here. John, let's hear Reds.
What about the length of the universe? What about it?
And how old it is. And you said, oh, geez, I guess I really don't know anything about that. That's
around 13.8 billion years.
Yes. And what did I tell you? We can see 93 billion light years away from Earth in itself. How the world can we see anything beyond, let's say, 27 billion light years away?
Very good question. The universe has a constant speed limit by the speed of light, which is within space-time. Space-time itself, however, is not limited by the speed limit within space-time. Space-time itself can expand faster than the speed of light. Yes.
No.
Next question.
No, I disagree with you.
Reds, you've been put down by no.
Neat.
Can you explain how that's even possible or even plausible?
Okay. Space-time itself, if you're moving within space-time, that is different than space-time itself moving.
Brandon, you need to let him finish his sentence before the beginning of your next sentence. That's how it works.
Okay. MC, tell me if I'm making any sense here. Movement within space-time is not the same thing as space-time itself expanding.
That makes sense, yes.
Okay, so where's the disconnect, Brandon?
The disconnect is, I believe that it's full bullshit, because you say, well, the movement within space-time or the movement in space-time itself, you're like speaking out of both sides of your mouth.
How?
So Brandon, basically you just said nuh-uh. So yeah.
You asked for an explanation. I gave you one.
Well, give a better one. One that's believable.
I didn't say you had to believe the truthful answer. I'm simply giving it to you. Your choice whether to believe it or not.
Okay. Like the example I gave you, okay. So we are 1/3 of believable distance according to what we're told from everything that we can see with what we have at this moment for scopes and whatever else.
You're referring to the Hubble Ultra Deep Field.
Yes. How did, I don't know, I'm just going to say star 11. Star 11 is...
Can it be 33? Let's make it star 33.
Fine, 33. Like, yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Freemason, huh? That's what you're doing?
No, you picked it. You totally picked it. All right.
You picked it. So star 33 is 45 billion light years out to, let's just say, my south. How is it that far away from us?
Did I not just answer this question?
Well, answer it in layman terms, then, I guess. I don't know.
I have a layman answer potentially. How fast can you run, Brandon?
21 miles per hour.
All right, let's say you can run 21 miles an hour. Now you get on a subway train, and that subway train is traveling 30 miles an hour, and you stand in the back of that train and you run to the front. How fast are you running?
Well, I'm still running the same 21 miles per hour.
Correct. And how fast are you moving?
Well, I would say then 51 miles per hour.
There you go. There's a layman explanation for it.
So space-time is moving. How did the rest of space-time jump on a train?
It is a train. It is the train. Space-time is the train in this example.
Space-time travels fast. The expansion of space-time is faster than the speed of light. That's the answer to your question. I don't know what else to say.
How do we prove that? How do we? I'm asking.
Have you heard of a thing called Hubble's constant and how it was discovered?
The Hubble's constant?
And how it was discovered.
Well, I guess you're going to enlighten me right now, and I'd love to hear that.
Okay. Did you know that there's a thing called redshift? And did you know that as we look further and further out, the more redshifted objects appear, like galaxies, superclusters, shit like that?
Yeah, I know that.
Very good. And as you get further and further and further out, it becomes so redshifted that's you're going to have to be looking into, like, ultra. We're talking like this is where the James Webb Space Telescope is going to come in, because it can look.
The red shift, the blue shift, I understand that. It's Doppler, blah, blah, blah.
Perfect. As you're getting further and further out, you'll start to see that we still are seeing objects at the very limit of what we can observe with those telescopes. Eventually, you hit a barrier. That barrier is where space-time is expanding faster than the speed of light, which means that light can no longer reach us.
It's not expanding faster than the speed of light.
Oh, yes, it is. It's been confirmed.
Why is it going faster than the speed of light? Oh no, they put some nuclear rockets behind it. They're all of a sudden going faster than the speed of light.
The cause as to why the expansion of the universe is accelerating, for what I'm understanding, is still unknown, but that doesn't negate the fact that it is in fact doing it. You may not understand what is propelling the train, but you do know for a fact that it is actually moving.
Well, okay, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm not saying that you're right at the same time. I think that it's a big guess.
Neat.
Well, hypothesis is a guess.
That is indeed correct. Now, keep in mind that everything that I'm talking about, layman's, but like I said, I got a hell of a documentary I can send you on this. This is not really my forte. I'm like surface level on this shit. I'm more about proving the geometry of the planet.
Oh,
So,
well, yeah, no, that's, I'm not even on that, whatever. I just had questions, and you guys are always very, how should I say it, trying to keep yourself nip tuck on a lot of the stuff. And if you have any information that you want to send to me on any of that sort of stuff, geez, I guess somebody has my email address.
I do.
You can send me some stuff. But at the same time, I really have some questions on some of that stuff that's further out there, and I don't really believe it.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion.
Sorry, I've been messing with John. He keeps switching. It was backwards, and then he fixed it, and I reversed the order. I flipped his screen horizontally. All right, Brandon. Well,
I'm tripping out over here. I'm thinking.
Right. Well, Brandon, I appreciate that you want to learn.
You just blew my earballs out.
I'm sorry, your earballs.
Oh, you don't like that? I thought
no, it's fine if you have earballs.
It's fun.
Different people have different anatomy. That's okay. Reds, thank you for that explanation. It was good. Reds, if you have, you said you had a documentary. I know there's a good bunch of them. PBS has one that's really good. The expansion of space-time happening faster than the speed of light is definitely a weird concept, but
yeah,
it has been. It's more than just a guess. It's more than just neat. There are predictions that accurately predict that. So
no, that's not neat. I said that his reasons for denying it was neat.
Yes,
but just basic Googling right here. I see.
Tells us that we can't move faster than the speed of light. So then
within space-time, my friend, space-time, we're talking about space-time itself.
Well, if you're not within gravity, how do
it's
you
not
move?
It's not within gravity. It's within space-time.
Space-time is anyway.
Well, space-time changes with gravity, though.
That's
in
a separate
2016
topic,
NASA and ESA scientists reported that the universe was found to be expanding 5% to 9% faster than previously expected, and it looks like that this was derived via Hubble's law, which is a mathematical equation that I'm not going to bother reading, but apparently linked to one end approximately 10.6 light years, 9.8 billion years after the Big Bang, expanded faster than the speed of light. So there you go. I'll send you this so you can share it.
Do it. I'll gladly read it.
I got a couple things here. We got Robert Williams for $4.99 says space itself is expanding like space-time itself. It can expand faster than the speed of light. Nothing can move in it faster than the speed of light, which is what we just covered. And Robert Williams has a question, but I'll read the General E. Shady first. General E. Shady says, Brandon is trying to learn. Give him that. Kind of. So we'll give you that. And then, so Robert Williams is asking, what are the 6 types of quarks?
Why you gonna throw a shot at me like I'm an idiot or something?
No, you just got from General E. Shady saying you're trying to learn. So I appreciate that. But do you know the 6 types of quarks?
Red wine, white wine. Oh, come on.
Wait, is that the up-down quark?
You didn't like my joke at all, did you?
It's up, down, left, right, ABBA select start.
AB, up, down, left, right.
No,
Select
yeah,
start.
yeah. You got up, down, charm, strange. Crap. Sorry.
Up, down, left, right,
Yeah.
AB, select start.
ABBA.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I
yeah.
miss it up? I'm sorry.
Top and bottom, yes. Yeah, up, down, top, bottom, charm, strange. There you go.
Okay, so Hubble's constant has something to do with it, and like I said, this is all surface level shit. Don't take my word for it because, quite frankly, surface level on a good day. But I do know that if you're talking about how the universe can be bigger than, than what the speed of light would allow you to conclude, then I would say it's because space-time itself can expand faster than objects that are traveling within it. Whether Hubble's constant is how they found that out, or if there was some other methodology to it, I have no clue. Just Hubble's constant, I do know, is a way that you can figure out how fast objects are moving depending on how far away they are. And if you go far enough, I would assume that they're seeing shit or measuring shit that could be moving away faster than the speed of light. And therefore, they're redshifted to hell and back. So there you go.
All right. So I understand the Doppler shift. If you can get that link sent back over to me, I think somebody has my email address. I would really love to see that because I love learning. So
Right. Did you guys see at home? Did you see John just cheat the cube there?
Oh no, that was the fastest record ever.
Man,
I would make glasses for you, Mattoon.
I know, I love that, and I messed with you. Now, 33 is yapping as he always does. Reds, have you ever talked to 33 Reds?
Oh man,
Who?
33 UC.
He tries fail trolling me on Twitter sometimes.
Yeah. So you've never spoke to him?
Nah, he spoke shit about my rocket launches one time. That was cute.
Yeah. I mean, he is a disciple of the
you can't really speak to him. You got to speak at him. Like,
denier in chief.
You can't speak to him. It's not like conversation. It's more like yelling at him. Like it's like.
How do you know the ISS is in space? I measured it, you moron. That's how.
MC Tim, what's the secret to these? What's the secret to these? What is there an algorithm?
Yeah, there's an algorithm.
I've never actually learned how to do these before, man.
You need to. It's up, down, down, left, right. ABBA select start.
Is it really? I'd have to know the place, I guess. I'd have to really break it down.
Yeah. So Microraptor says for 59 secs says if you have a circle sides 1, 1, and 1, how much can you mess with a flat earther? That's a good question. All right. Do we want 33?
How much of a dumpster fire do you want this to be?
Oh, it's always a dumpster fire with him.
We're talking like cataclysmic levels of dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's him. Microraptor's like, yes. 33 versus Reds says.
Hey, chat, what is the speed of escape velocity? Speed of escape velocity or speed of orbit? Keep in mind, those are two different things.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. I'm almost done here. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, 33. Number one, we don't care about the number 33 unless you can first prove that 33 has some special meaning. Not just saying it, you need to actually prove that. So if you don't have that, skip all your 33 crap, right?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, no, false alarm. I thought I was going to fart for my 33rd time, but no, it didn't work. Okay. Sorry, continue.
So then the next thing is I'm gonna answer these two things for you right now, 33. That
was going to be a ripper.
If you take the escape velocity at ground level and divide by the speed of sound at ground level, you get sort of close to 33 if you only use two significant digits. Whoop-de-doo. Don't care, because you need to first prove 33 is meaningful, which you can't do. It's just a presumption. If somebody drills a hole all the way through the earth, and then they jump in feet first, they're going to pop out feet first. It's orientation. And if somebody is observing somebody's on the moon observing somebody get in a plane on the North Pole, and then they fly around to the South Pole, they will have rotated 180 degrees. None of that matters. You don't get to ask those questions. We don't give a damn. Got it, 33? There you go. You have the link.
Can I tell a story about how Russian Vince was also trying to push numerology down my throat, and I was able to use numerology to prove that he had a sexual relationship with O.J. Simpson and he was the bottom bitch?
You just did. Thank you.
I can explain in more detail. Yes, I actually used numerology to make that point. Because you can literally make numerology out to agree with
anything you want.
Anything. You can have it say anything. It's lying with, spooky numbers.
Yep.
It's spooky. The 33 is spooky.
All right. Well, 33 has the link, so
okay,
this could be great, or incredibly horrible, which would be great as well, I guess.
Do I have to explain how orbits work again?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, here's the deal. You take Russian Vids' toe jam, right? It is got more intelligence and scientific knowledge than.
Let me tell you a true story. Let me tell you a true story about Russian Vids, and I'll also send you this link. We gave him a CGI or real test, and we did this live with him. And he was talking about how he debunked SpaceX landings as CGI, and we were like, "Oh, really? How do you know?" He goes, "Because I know CGI when I see it." So we decided to test them. So I go, "Hey, Russian Vids, is this picture CGI or is it real?" And we went through the entire test. He scored 20%,
and he knows CGI. Yeah,
the CGI real test. So the CGI expert only got 20% of the answers right. It was so good.
Fohammer is accusing me of swearing. What did I say, Fohammer?
Nope.
I don't know.
You swearing? I'm the guy that swears.
I know. CGI. Oh, I don't, where's 33? He's always begging for a link, and I give him a link, and there, nothing. He's can't.
This is harder than it looks, man.
Yeah, you just gotta. All you gotta do is remember the algorithms. There's just a few.
Yeah. There's
a couple more algorithms for the 4x4, and then you can do all of them, no matter how big.
Yeah.
So.
Tune.
Oh, there we go. All right. So did you hear my stuff that I said before you came on?
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh, yes. About what I can't say.
Yeah, we already covered it because you only have a couple like you're a two-trick pony basically. So
I'm gonna excuse myself to get a bathroom pee break, quick, 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, y'all, we're not gonna miss you, pal. Go ahead.
He comes from the balls.
Is that the fake plumber talking? Is that the fake plumber?
The
Dude,
one that you couldn't figure out was fake by looking at a tweet that was posted in 2019. Yeah,
is it the fake plumber? Is it the fake plumber that we've already destroyed?
He can outplumb you any day.
You know what's funny, McToon? You know what's funny?
MC. Only on OnlyFans.
You actually knew that he didn't know what the hell he was talking about the other day before he did, and he's claiming he's the plumber.
What you talking about, Willis?
He didn't know the difference between a street L and an L. Unbelievable. And he claims to be a plumber.
Only on OnlyFans. Only on OnlyFans.
Hey, Reg, do you want to clarify what the difference is?
He's not an actual plumber, ding-a-ling. Yeah, move on. That's not the topic.
2019.
I'm just glad you're still with us, McToon. That you're not in jail right now, honestly.
Why would I be in jail?
With all these allegations.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to talk about that. because
All right,
I can't talk about it other than to say that I spoke with law enforcement twice now.
What do you expect Mercury to do? What do you expect him to do, really?
No,
Yeah,
no honestly, I was going to say
MC.
Spectrum 33.
McToon,
Really.
I was going to say
Reds.
this.
Hold on.
I wouldn't
Reds,
buy it even if I heard it, McToon. You're not that type of guy.
I appreciate that. Reds always he gets to preempt you anytime he wants. What's that, Reds?
MC, did you get caught stealing the 55-gallon drum of lube that I told you to get for me?
It's actually it's a 55-gallon drum of I can't believe it's not Nanoxanil 9. So it's not. It's fake lube. It's not real lube. So
so it's basically the fake generic butter that they're giving out. Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay. It's fine. Yeah.
I can't believe it's not butter.
All right. Now that 33 you're here and Reds is here, go ahead because I'm gonna go.
Like Reds is.
I gotta go
Reds
Riley. I gotta go Riley. So.
I go Riley.
Go bring your little spaceship with you, whatever that means.
Such an ass. Gotta go take
Reds.
a ride.
Reds, what is escape velocity? Mach what?
I don't know. I think what was it, like 11 kilometers per second or some shit like that? Hang on, allow me to help you out with that one. Okay, Google. What is the escape velocity of planet Earth?
11.19 kilometers per second.
That was
According
close.
to Let's Talk Science, the escape velocity
Yeah.
11.19 kilometers per second.
11.19 kilometers per second. So let's try.
Mach 33.
Hang on.
We're at Mach
we have an American
33.
audience here. What is 11.19 kilometers to miles?
11.19 kilometers is equivalent to 6.953 miles.
So around 7 miles.
7 miles.
Around there.
Yep. I'm well aware. Mach 33.
Neat.
Hey, Reg, are you a believer? Are you a believer or not a believer in 33?
I believe it's a number.
Do you think it has some significant meaning to somebody?
Well, to me, I was able to use 33 and numerology around the number to confirm that.
Keep saying we've heard this 1,000. We've heard that 1,000 times. That's getting old.
It's never going to stop being funny.
It's not funny at all.
Hold on,
Yeah,
33. What do you do? Just as soon as I walk away, you just go into the same crap I said. Here's the deal.
What do you mean? I thought you wanted to talk about this. This is what you guys were asking about pre-show.
No. Here's the deal. This was the prerequisite. If you're going to talk about 33, you need to first prove that 33 has some meaning to the people that. No, that's first. You went to the after part. You need to go to the. No, I'm talking.
Why is there a Club 33 at Disney? You want to explain?
I'm talking.
I don't think so. I didn't think so.
First, prove that 33 has meaning to the people that you think it has meaning to. Just finding 33 doesn't prove that. You need to first prove it. So it's off the table unless you have that proof. Do you have that proof?
I have the proof right here. You ever heard of the George Washington Masonic Memorial?
Present the proof.
I'm trying to present it. Have you ever heard of it?
Don't ask questions. Just present the proof.
Have you ever heard of it?
Don't ask questions.
That's asking a question.
I don't care. Just present your proof. You don't need to ask questions to present proof.
How tall is this building?
Oh my gosh!
It's 333 feet.
What'd you expect, Toon? What'd you expect? Really, I'm just looking at you thinking, "What? Told you so. Told you so.
So,
MC, you need a beer.
This show is very bad.
I'm all out.
You guys are all out of things to say. You have nothing else to say.
You killed the vibe, 33. You killed the whole vibe of the show again.
I'm gonna have to make some.
Go get another tattoo then. Go get another tattoo.
Hey, 33. Let me ask you something. You think 33 is bad, but have you ever heard of the number 1,269?
Yo, moron. Let me ask you something.
1,269. Have you heard of it?
Have you ever heard of the Washington?
No. 1,269.
Can you tell me about that?
Come on. Have you ever heard of it? 1,269. Yeah. Have you ever heard of it?
Reds. How's your channel doing?
My gosh.
What's your knowledge of 1,269?
How big is your channel? Is that how many subscribers you have?
Oh my
1,269 is not the sub, but you're getting close. So tell me, have you ever heard of 1,269?
Your channel's awful and suffering and needs help, and that's
Come
why
on,
you're here.
1,269. Don't tell me you haven't heard of 1,269, man.
Idiot.
Oh my gosh!
Come on. You're the numerology expert, and you haven't heard of 1,269?
Reds, what's the deal with Club 33?
1,269. I'm so glad you asked about 1,269.
Can you touch?
So,
can you touch
1,269. What is so significant about 1,269?
Magoon, can you touch on
Answer,
that? What
hey,
is the
Red,
significance?
Answer Red's question. It's
no.
You're the numerology expert,
man. Come on. If you really want to mind fuck, let's try 1,269.
McToon, I'm trying to help you here, man.
No, you're not.
I'm trying to help you, man. Listen. You think 33 is bad? You ain't got shit on 1,269.
McToon, can you touch on why Disney?
1,269, man. Come on. Just you and me, man. Let's have a bro moment. Let's sweat it out with 1,269. Let's get to the bottom of this together. We're gonna go on an adventure. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
I ain't going anywhere with you, pal.
Come on. Just you and me.
Listen to me, man.
No. Come on. Let's hear it.
To us.
Let's hear 33.
Explain to us.
I understand. 1,269 can make a bunch of men quiver and make their lips tremble, especially yours with your pillowy, soft lips and that's very sensual exposed neck of yours. But anyway, we're getting off track. I need to know 1,269. Have you heard of it?
More.
Come on, 1,269.
McToon.
Okay.
Answer Red.
Is this really what I'm on the show? Is this what I'm going to deal with on this show?
I got one last question.
Now he's the victim.
One last question. 33. Are you annoyed with the fact that I'm asking you about 1,269?
I'm annoyed with you, yes. You're an idiot.
Okay, you're annoyed? Then shut the fuck up about numerology. If you don't want people doing it to you, don't do it to other people. Fuck.
All right. 33. Like I said, you need to drop the 33 stuff unless you can prove that it means something, and that doesn't mean finding it in random places.
How about somebody in the chat? How about somebody in the chat box?
33. You interrupted me. Listen, I'm gonna finish my sentence, and this is the agreement for you to come on. If you can't do this, then I'll just boot you. You're not going to just find 33s in things and have that be the proof that 33 means things. You need to first show the documentation that the people you think love that number and use it to make secret messages. You need to first show that evidence. If you can't do it, then drop the 33 and come up with some actual new material, because your material's old. So if you can't do that.
Can I start a quick trend real quick?
Yes.
Hashtag 1,269. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
There we go. All right, 33. Real stuff, not just finding numbers in random places.
Okay, let's get away from the numbers. Walt Disney's Club Disney.
And here we go again.
Listen to me. Club 33 at Disney as the black and white checkered floor, right? Right? What's that for, guys?
Yeah.
It's because they love ska. Duh.
Yeah.
Don't you love ska too? Who's your favorite ska band, Reds? Everybody in the chat, who's your favorite ska band? You guys, ska is powered by black and white checkerboard, right?
I thought it was with the power of love.
No, that's bad 80s romance movies.
McToon, why don't you touch on some of the new spacesuits that NASA has released?
You mean SpaceX has released?
Sure.
Yes. What about that?
Well,
can you touch on the update?
There's also a Boeing. They have their own spacesuits now. I gotta tell you, when you're in them and they have them pressurized, they give you quite the ass. Yeah, I'm talking. There is room in there to spread out.
Now,
wow.
The nice thing about their suits is that visor can come down, and they can actually fog it electrically, so that when Reds wears it, it's always covered so that nobody can see in. Right. So
Hey,
remember.
Reds.
Wait, hold 33. Shh. Remember back when we were on the secret NASA moon base in April for that breakdancing competition? That was awesome. But I gotta tell you, it did make your booty look fine.
Reds, McToon, you guys are always busting on Russian vids, yet you openly admit his channel is much, much larger than yours, and you're always begging for him to come on your channel. And I just want to know, can you touch on why his channel would be so much larger than yours? What would be the cause of so many people?
What are you trying to measure largeness? What?
Well, I'm just wondering why he has the fans and the followers that he does. If his stuff wasn't backed up by some facts.
He has, just because somebody has lots of followers doesn't mean it's facts. I cite Logan Paul.
100% correct. I just want to know what do you attribute his followers to?
They like BS, but he doesn't have as big of a channel as Reds. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Reds doesn't have a channel.
Reds is 36,000 subscribers to Reds.
Horrible.
So
horrible.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he has less subs. He has more subs.
I'm just wondering what you think his channel is about. Have you watched any of his videos, or do you just do you pretend to everybody in your followers here that you don't know what he's talking about?
It's Ben thinking that he's smart about things that he's not smart about. That's all.
Why did you call him by his first name like that? That's not nice.
Why? It's all right. He knows. Everybody knows.
I'm just wondering why you do that all the time. You
do what?
When someone does something like that to you, you get all bent out of shape.
What?
It's not a two-way street with you. That's the problem. You get very offended when someone does something like that. Call you by your first name, talk about something personal.
Dude, they can call me Mike, Michael, all they want. That's all fine.
What's your last name?
Toon. Toon.
Obviously, Toon. Obviously.
Duh.
Please. What's your name? 33.
Yeah, what's your name, 33? What's your name? 33. Come on.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a fair question, 33? What got you into all this, trying to search for the truth? Can we get a little bit of a background on you? So that way we're not just the
fake Las Vegas shooting that McToon doesn't let me talk about.
Well, just tell us about yourself.
We don't talk about that.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, Yolo.
I can't relate to you if I don't know anything about you. So where do you come from? What brought you here?
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?
MC.
Yes, right.
I said the fake Las Vegas shooting.
To kind of branch away from the 33, but it actually does
the fake Las Vegas shooting. Yes.
Oh, hold on, 33. Reds is talking. Have some respect.
Well, yes, I was trying to answer. Yolo.
It actually has some meaning. So apparently 33 comes up on a very interesting page in this book. Let me just read a snippet to you. So, as he hits my clitoris, I cry out loud. I loudly moan. Quiet, he orders. Never take his eyes off mine.
Look, I don't want to hear about your smut that you read. My goodness, Reds.
Where do you find these guys, MC?
You don't like 50 Shades of Grey?
What do we got going on here?
Reds is a naughty boy.
This is a train wreck.
Hey, we 33 in Reds. There's no way it's not going to be train wreck.
Oh my God.
Okay, so if I don't know why, but I guess people want to know. Yes, my channel has over 36,000 subs. I don't care. Numbers are numbers. I don't care. I really don't care how many views Russian Vince gets or how many subscribers he has. He's wrong. Period. And an argumentum ad populum fallacy is not going to change that.
So followers don't make you right? So if I have 100 million followers, don't make me right?
Followers don't make you right. Again, Logan Paul.
I thought, what?
So Microraptor wants Reds to read that to her later tonight in a private channel. So
okay. So I'll finish up with this quote. His toothbrush. It would almost be like having him in
No. Family show. My gosh.
Family show? And you invited me here?
I was kidding.
I did kind of bully my way onto your show, so I guess that's my fault.
You demanded, yeah.
Damn.
MC, I'm not apologizing.
His way in.
What's that,
Yeah.
John?
33.
Yes, YOLO. Yes, YOLO. Stephen Paddock from the Vegas shooting bought 33 guns in 12 months.
Okay.
Is this supposed to impress me or something?
There.
Still doesn't make the Earth flat.
And he's gone.
Oh, you got rid of him.
Yes.
What's his deal? What's his deal? Where'd you find this guy, bro? Like, what's up with this guy, man? Like, what?
He thinks that 33 is he
John, I'll answer. I actually have an answer to that question. A long time ago, I took a crap. It was an amazing crap. It was so amazing and so big that I couldn't bring myself to flush it. So instead, I took it in. I raised it myself, and he grew to become 33 UC. And unfortunately, he hasn't been given the biddy. The biddy makes him strong, but he has gone away from the biddy. And since he's been away from the biddy, he's gone kind of insane. So
I said that when I hear his voice because there's no talking to him. It's no point. There's no point even trying.
I mean, can you imagine having to deal with him in real life? Like,
have you dealt with him in real life?
No.
You know what the funny thing is? He's probably your son. He's probably in the next room. It's probably a long-running joke that 33 is like, you guys are like high-fiving after the show.
I
like,
wish.
we got this time, Dad.
I wish.
YOLO.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rags does like your story about the orphan poop, Reds.
The orphan poop. Listen, he's always been struggling with numbers because he couldn't accept the fact that he was a number 2.
Yeah.
He's like the guy from the movie 23, the Jim Carrey guy that's obsessed with the number 23. He's like,
yes.
He's a number 2. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. We got Bowhammer 335 for $2 says, "All hail our god Reds, the destroyer of the world." There you go. And then we've got General E Shady says, "What's an Irish dentist's favorite time of day?" What do you think? What do you think, John?
2:30.
2:30.
2:30.
2:30.
Going on there, Mike.
So yeah, like 33 thinks that this is 33.
That's
for
3.
example. And he also thinks that's a 3, yeah. And so he's like, the height of that building was this. Therefore, it proves something. Some building being that tall. The thing is, like I said, it's got to be everywhere. It's you have to, or not everywhere. You first got to establish that somebody cares about 33. Because if you just pick a number, 33, if you just pick a number, you can find it. So all you got to do is say, I'm going to look for 42. You're going to find 42.
23 is big for me. 11 is everywhere. 444, all the time.
You're just picking a number and there it is.
Yeah, but I see that. Anyone, it's just,
it's called confirmation bias. Once you're looking for it, you're going to see it.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I was demonstrating with Russian vids. And when I said, okay, if this methodology works, then I should be able to come to a reasonable conclusion using that methodology. The conclusion was that you had a sexual relationship with O.J. Simpson. Oh, you're not happy with that, but I used your methodology.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Russian vids? Why are you angry? Why are you crying? Why are you crying right now?
Poor RV, Russian vids.
Yep.
Like, and somehow him having a big channel proves something too.
I actually don't know how big his channel is.
20.
I haven't seen him.
20,000. But by that logic, Logan Paul is the man, I guess. Which is frightening. I mean,
Iron Dane's the man in that logic, really, compared to that guy.
And so is T-Series.
Shout out Simon Dan.
Russian Vids has 20,000 subscribers, so 20.2K subs. And if we check his channel, let's see, he is Yep. Nope. 20,000 subs. So he's about 16K subs below me. You want to know what that proves? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It proves jack.
There you go.
I think they view like who's right as a popularity contest. It's not. It's about whether or not you have facts backing you up. If all you have is numerology BS, which literally anyone can pull out of their ass and make it mean whatever the hell they want to mean, then you're not winning the argument. If you're the type of guy that gets 20% on a CGI or real test, you can't call yourself a CGI expert no matter how many subs you have that believe that you're a CGI expert. The facts outweigh your bias. The facts outweigh whatever your fanboys are telling you. The only way to actually progress and make your point is to back up your point with actual evidence, with actual data. Give me something to chew on that doesn't taste like absolute dog shit. When I go out and I do my observations, I actually do this thing called getting off my ass, making measurements, filming over 60 freaking rocket launches, filming launch to landings, proving that they are in fact real and legitimate, inviting Russian Vids himself to Cape Canaveral to see it, and offering to not only pay his trip to show him a rocket launch, but to also pay for a lap dance after the fact. So him saying no to that shows that it doesn't matter how many views he gets or how many subscribers he has zero confidence in the position he claims to hold. Zero confidence. If he had confidence, he would be more than happy to take me up on my offer and come down to Cape Canaveral and have the controls literally put in his hands. I would give him access to my rig, my cameras, my telescope mounts, and we would live stream the shit out of it so that he can have confirmation, 100% confirmation that this shit actually happens. And the reason I'm explaining this to you now is because when 33 was in the call, I wouldn't be able to get this entire fucking thought out.
Yeah. People think he's an incel. Could be. I can't imagine. Like, he's got to be lonely.
Well,
really.
Boobs scare him. I know that much. Evidence of that on my channel, by the way.
Oh, exactly. Well,
No, I'm serious. I literally. Here's something. Let me just.
Oh yeah, when there's a female on, he changes his demeanor. He can't control himself. Like
he cannot control myself. But let me just harp on something. The fact is this: I invited Russian Vids to Cape Canaveral. I had a guy in my live chat that was willing to pay for his plane ride to Florida, and I would pick him up from the airport and take him to Cape Canaveral when a rocket launch was occurring. And not only that, he didn't even have to bring any equipment. I was going to let him use my mount, my Nikon P1000, my computer, everything that I would use to track rockets. I was going to give him the controls so that he could track it for himself, so that he could actually, film the video that I post online whenever they launch at Cape Canaveral. He declined that offer. Now, why do you think he would decline the golden opportunity to prove that he's been right the entire time? It's because he knows he's not right. He knows he's full of shit. He knows he's peddling BS, and he can get away with that because there are, unfortunately, a lot of stupid people on the internet that are willing to give other stupid people money. Sad but true. But like I said, the offer was there. And here's the thing, the offer is still there to this day. I have people who are more than happy to put a telescope in that dude's control so that he can track the rocket from launch to landing in one continuous shot, and then he can upload the footage himself on his own channel. Again, why does he keep denying this opportunity? Why does he not want to film rocket launches for himself to prove to himself that they're not CGI, that they're not fake? And why is he refusing all this with the added bonus of...
Oh, well, I don't know what happened there.
Hold on a second. Reds, something happened to
Get
the
paid
audio.
for by yours truly. I understand female skin. You back?
Yeah, something happened. Like you were cutting out.
It's God. Has to be.
Oh.
Booleanator's
Right.
not here right now. All right. Are you still talking,
All right.
Reds?
Are we back? Are we back?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Went on a bit of a rant there. What I'm saying is
Oh yeah.
he was given opportunity. He's constantly blown that opportunity off. And you would think a guy who is worth whatever bullshit he's trying to push would take me up on this offer. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't even have to pay for it. He just has to show up.
Can't be bothered. He knows what he'll do. And they have to protect their grift. Right? That's why the big guys won't debate, because they'll get shown up and they're scared, right? Bob Nodell won't, Dubé won't, Jaron won't. I mean, there's only how many times has Jaron debated? Just you, right?
Yeah, Jaronism has only debated me once, and when he did that, it was a train wreck for him, because he was going to try and poke holes in my argument because he thought I was going to appeal to NASA. Little did he know that I didn't have to go to NASA at all for any of the evidence that I presented. Every single evidence that I presented, I had a hand in getting that evidence. It was first-hand evidence, thus showing you don't need a space program to confirm the shape of the Earth. You don't need to be some genius. I'm a nobody from Florida. I'm nobody special. And I'm able to figure this out. So he should be able to figure this out. But when they're given opportunities to figure this out, like, for example, go to Lake Pontchartrain, go to Cape Canaveral, have a telescope get put in your control, they choose not to do it.
Have Wolfie pay to fly you on a flight that you claim is impossible?
Exactly. We have all these call outs and all these opportunities where flat earthers can put their theories to the test. Russian vids had a theory that the landings at Cape Canaveral were fake, that those SpaceX landings were fake. Well, we have one coming up on the 17th. If Russian vids were to show up to Cape Canaveral on the 17th, I would be more than happy to just say, okay, screw it. I'm not filming this one. Hey, Russian vids, take the seat right there in front of that computer. Follow it with the joystick. Good luck. Don't fuck this up. I'll be more than happy to give him controls, but every single time I've made that offer to him, he has declined it. And like I said, I've sweetened the deal with the lap dance afterwards, and he's still not going for it.
Yeah. Hey, when you're at the launches, you feel the heat on your face. Does that ever get old, or is that every time just like chills?
I wouldn't say you feel the heat on your face. Unless you're like really, really, really close to it. But I've never been close enough to actually feel the heat. But one thing you do feel is the rumble.
Yeah.
You feel the air just changes because of the amount of energy that you're feeling reverberating through the atmosphere.
Now, see, well, I was at the second to last shuttle launch, and I felt the heat on my face.
Yes, there's a thing called the feel the heat, where you can get close enough to like sense a temperature change. And I've been to that. I didn't feel it. Some people say they feel the heat. I didn't feel it.
Okay. That was the most, and I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, that's just so cool. But anyway,
the best feeling is during a landing, especially at my spot, because it's after it lands and there's dead silence for maybe 3 or 4 seconds of just nothing. And then all of a sudden you hear boom, boom, and then the growl of the engines. I'm like, I love that so much.
How far are you away when you're filming?
12 miles away from the launch site and 6 miles away from the landing site.
And you can actually pan that far, right? That's
oh, absolutely. It's amazing. Because here's the thing, my telescope mount, it does go up and down, but it also turns left and right as well.
That's amazing.
It is.
John doesn't know why. JM Truth, a flat earther, didn't think that was possible. Yep.
Yeah.
He thought he thought they took off and landed on the same pad.
Yeah, that was wow.
And that they're a couple miles apart. He couldn't figure out. He didn't think that was possible. And everything is panning too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pan up, you pan down, you move the camera left and right, that's panning. You move the camera up and down, that's panning. You move it closer and farther away, that's panning. To a movie expert,
it's like pan and tilt. That's all it is. But no, I was dead serious. I was like, Russian Vids, if you go, we'll put the controls in your hands. You'll be the one filming. You'll be doing all the work. You'll be live streaming at the exact same time, so no pressure, but you'll be doing the work. This will be all you. And he hasn't taken me up on this offer, and I know why. It's because he doesn't want to have to admit to himself and to everyone watching live that the shit is legit and real. It would completely shit on the BS he's trying to push to people online.
Yeah, it would affect his money stream, his income stream. So,
and it's only going to get worse because as SpaceX becomes more and more active, I mean, now they're launching a rocket almost every week at Cape Canaveral. There is constant opportunity for Russian Vids to go there. There's constant opportunity for Mr. 33 to go there and see it for himself. There's constant opportunity. And every single time they miss a launch, that is a launch that they have missed without excuse. I don't care what job you do, you can take time off, especially if the trip is paid for. You can go there with someone else's kit, someone else's camera, someone else's telescope, someone else's computer, on someone else's channel, with someone else's internet, and do this shit yourself. When you have that opportunity, why would you not take it?
Because it would ruin his farce. So
yeah, like I said, I've harped on about this enough, but
yeah, I mean they're all like that. I've challenged Mark Steele to debate. He won't. I send him emails, and he just insults. That's all he says back is insults. He doesn't even have like anything meaningful in the response. So, and I have heard his bottom line. Pretty sure on that.
Yeah, what was the one dude? It was not Bob. It was the third wheel in that weird ass relationship. It was someone else. I made a video against
Bob Nodell, and
there's Bob, there's Jaron, and then there's a third guy there. I don't remember his name, but
one of the Globebusters.
Yeah, on Globebusters. He's like a frequent there.
Is it something Truth?
I have no idea. Well, regardless of what his name is, he
Dearth?
actually
Dearth.
Not Dearth. No, not Dearth. No, it's someone else. Anyway, the point is that after the debate was over with Jaronism, a lot of flat earthers actually slammed him for not just doing a piss poor job at the debate, but even showing up. And when that debate concluded, it was when Non Sequitur was thriving before Kyle Curtis decided to fuck it up. They slammed Globebusters, and their ratings took a massive hit after debating me because, unfortunately, it was a structured and moderated debate that we were both supposed to take very seriously. Where, look, I understand when we're fooling around with 33, that's all fun and games where I can quote, shit out of 50 Shades of Grey and just pretend it's from page 33 or some shit like that. But when this was an actual debate, we were supposed to bring evidence for our model. Not only could Jaron not present any evidence for his model, he had nothing against what I presented for mine. And his ratings tanked. And he was slammed, not for being a disingenuous piece of shit. He was slammed for even showing up to be exposed as a disingenuous piece of shit in the first place. That's what really got me. And I was like, oh, that's the problem. It's not the fact that you guys have been supporting a guy who literally has nothing to show for the amount of claims that he has made. For the amount of claims that he has made, for the amount of misinformation he has pushed on the internet, you would think he would have something, but he didn't have anything. But no, they didn't slam him for that. They slammed him because he gave a person like me the time of day to get schooled to hell and back.
Yeah. And Robert Williams is saying about when JM Truth was on and how Bob Nodell was scolding Nathan Thompson that JM Truth is not qualified to debate.
Exactly. Yeah, I still have that screenshot. It was Nathan. It'd be like Nathan Thompson. You need to rail in JM Truth because he's not equipped to handle Red's rhetoric. I go, oh, that's touching. Thank you, you jackass. Well, Bob, if you don't think JM is equipped and you think
Bob should, maybe Bob should.
Yeah, Bob should definitely take me on. We can do another one of these.
I was on I don't know. I had commented on some flat earthers video. I don't often because all they do is block, right? So it's pointless to comment. But I'd made a comment on and then Bob Globebusters responded to me. Like he tried to call me out, the douche. And so I laid into him like, how about you debate me? Why don't you show up? Why don't you do this? I got blocked from that channel.
Yeah, of course. Well, ever since the Jaronism debate, they've been scared to show up on any debate. Basically,
they know. Yeah, it'll hurt their dollar. Their dollars go down.
The way that it works is that they want to be able to push a 3-hour-long bullshit fest without being called out on said bullshit. And they're not going to do that while having a legitimate debate. And I constantly get these comments, oh, why don't you debate Jaronism? Oh, you mean like this jackass? Sends link to the debate that he got destroyed in. And then they come back with, oh, yeah, well, why don't you debate Rob Skiba? Or why don't you debate Eric Dubay? I'd be like, I've been sending them emails for 4 years.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Write it in the goddamn sky?
When all else fails, bring on Jon Snow, I guess. That's
let's have Jon Snow debate Bob Nodell.
I would do it. If it makes them feel more comfortable debating me, I'll do it. It gives them a fair advantage.
I don't know. That'd be funny. I have the there it is. It was it was a guy whose video was like gravity is actually electric potential. You know, that old
the electric universe BS.
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah. It wasn't even that. It was just super vague. And I'm like, I saw your video, and I challenged him as I was looking for somebody to come on this week. Can you present it live? I'd like to test your hypothesis. And I give him my email address. He says, no thanks. Yeah, good times for all. GUDTIMS for all. I said, I understand. It's embarrassing being wrong in public. You know, I'm trying to be nice, but you know.
Why don't you just start finding flat earthers to debate? I'll start finding them if you need me to. I'll start groups and find them. I'll start that because they don't like me. They always like to troll me. So I'll be like, yeah, come on the show.
There you go. All right, so we got Globebusters. That's Bob Nodell. It's like, what a clown you are. If you think FE is so crazy, why do you stalk flat earthers 24/7? Because I want you to all go away. You're embarrassing and you're making people stupider. Stop it. Why? Because you know it's the truth? No, sorry, Bob. If it was the truth, you'd have evidence, which you don't. And you can't handle the truth. Get a life, man. Get out of ours. He, got to have his echo chamber. It must really suck to live in such a pathetic existence like you do. But no, he's scared. So anyway, so I didn't go easy on him. So Bob, so scared you are. Blocking people and keeping your echo chamber pure. Always refusing to debate. Is it because you know you would get embarrassed and lose some of that sweet, sweet grift? And here you are.
If I remember correctly, MC, you're in Canada, right?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay, because I was going to say that maybe he's scared to debate someone who's not in a real country.
I know it could be, but since I'm in America.
I just wrote a post in here. I just wrote a post in the Flat Earth Society Facebook group. I said, "Is anybody here brave enough, or is anybody here brave enough to come debate Michael Toon?" So I tagged you in it, bro. Hopefully, people, hopefully they'll post. Hopefully they'll accept the post and they'll post. So
maybe don't say me. Maybe if you just
say and flappy heads.
Well, I tried with you. We'll see. We'll start off with you. We'll see how it works, and then I'll try a different tactic.
All right, I got to finish reading this because I thought it was great. I said, and here you are, a faux engineer in this video where absolutely nothing makes sense, confirming you have no engineering understanding. Such an embarrassment. And then I come back to it later and it's gone. The comment is gone. Got to purify the echo chamber.
One thing that I remember was they were actually trying to get the debate taken down. And
really?
I guess, yeah, well, it was, I'm telling you, the debate was devastating for them.
I haven't watched it forever.
They were like, well, here's the thing. Jaronism made a very stupid claim. I know, shocking, but let me get to it. He didn't know that spacecrafts had the capability of changing their orientation at will. He didn't know spacecrafts had that capability. Oh, so when SpaceX launched their first ever rocket that made its successful landing, the first ever successful landing, it was the Orbcomm satellites. So you would have a satellite get deployed, and then the moon would move in the background, and it would stop. And then a new satellite would be deployed. The moon would move around in the background again, stop, and then another satellite would deploy. And it's like, oh, does SpaceX have the capability of controlling the moon with their CGI? And I was like, the craft is doing the moving, you dumbass. He goes, well, what do you mean the craft's doing the moving? You don't understand that crafts have the capability of changing their orientation at will? So what he told us to do was model the deployment sequence in Kerbal Space Program with the moon in the background. And so my buddy Hal Soy did that and showed that, yes, with the craft having the capability of orientating itself at will, the moon can move in the background. Whoopee. He then refused to do the debate with me, even though we met his challenge for 2 years, until I got him onto a debate with me, or I'm sorry, a hangout with me, not debate, where we did it for him live. Astronomy Live used a different program, not Kerbal, but a different program, and modeled that deployment sequence, showing the moon changing its orientation in the background, because it's the craft that's doing the moving, not the moon itself. So finally, he was forced to agree to debate me because he's the one that initially made the bet. He did this. So he was forced to show up, even though Globebusters told him not to. And after he got his ass kicked, they tried to get that hangout taken down.
Well, I have it up here, and I'll pop it in chat for everybody to go get their own commemorative copy of it on their own hard drive.
There you go. Download that shit.
Oh.
Download it. Download all the things.
Yeah. The Non Sequitur Show channel may, who knows, it may disappear. So,
did you hear the update?
No.
We won everything.
Of course.
Yeah, so Kyle's motion to set aside was dismissed after he was found to have submitted forged evidence to the court.
Oh. Is he trying to go to prison?
Oh, he's definitely going to prison at this point. There's no doubt.
Yeah, but is he like, he's like, it's 20 years isn't long enough. I got to be in there for 33 years.
He submitted forged bank statements. He forged his ex-boyfriend's signature on not one but 2 documents. And after a subpoena and after having him deposed, he was found to not be credible at all. And the court is going to be seeking further action after this nonsense is over. But his motion to set aside was dismissed as bullshit, because it was bullshit. And he's still not surrendering the channel. So the judge is about ready to take the gavel, turn it sideways, and shove it up his ass, and we're just waiting for that to happen.
So the thing is, how can it be like he's got to do these things legally, but at what point is it like, how can you take that out of his control? You'd have to go to YouTube to have the credentials.
We did. The way that it works is that he has to be the one to sign over everything to Steve's lawyer, who will in turn give it to Steve. Now, we originally went to YouTube, and YouTube said that they're not going to do it because the order was for Kyle, not for them.
Was for Kyle to do it, not for them.
Yes. So the court order for Kyle to turn over the channel was for Kyle, not YouTube.
Okay.
So YouTube was like, we ain't doing shit.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to set a precedent that's not something they want to, I understand why they don't want to do that, but yeah, that sucks. So
yeah,
it's going to take the judge instructing YouTube to do it directly, right? That's
yeah. So then the next step is going to be one or two things. At this point, we don't want YouTube to actually get involved at all. We don't want that, and the reason why is because at that point it becomes it's then all on Kyle. At that point, every single bit of it is on Kyle, because here's the thing: we know that Kyle is prideful enough to continue to push the envelope over and over and over. We are counting on his pride fucking him over so that we can fuck him with it. We want Kyle to get screwed because of how much BS he has forced us to go through over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. So it's like saying, okay, as punishment for screwing with us and our channel, we're going to make you suffer for it using your own ego as leverage for that goal. So the longer Kyle waits, the longer Kyle continues to fuck around, the harder the judge is going to be on him. And the judge said that explicitly. In a transcript, the judge says to Kyle's then lawyer, who, by the way, kind of left him. That was funny.
Yeah, his lawyer quit.
His lawyer legitimately did quit. Good on her, by the way. But the judge says, is Mr. Curtis aware that the longer he waits to comply with my order, the harder I will be on him? And Kyle's lawyer at the time said, I am aware of that, and so is he. So he's been warned. He's been warned that if he continues to screw around, the judge is not going to treat him with any leniency. And now it's been discovered that he forged documents. He submitted false evidence to the court to try and get away with a fraud. He literally stole thousands of dollars from one guy and the non sequitur fans, mind you, and tried to get away with it by telling another lie, this time to the judge. Hey, look at all these documents I have. Look at the signature from my boyfriend. And then when we got in contact with Kyle's ex, he was like, I didn't sign that shit.
Oh, Adam L says he wants to live his life and then go to jail. He has nothing to lose. Like, is he trying to delay it as long as possible before he goes to jail, thinking it's just going to be?
I think so. I think so. I think he's what he's doing is that he's trying to stick it to Steve McRae for as long as possible, which, if that's your goal, whatever. But the thing is that he's not sticking anything to Steve McRae. Steve McRae won. He's riding this euphoric high for as long as he wants to carry it. The only thing that can actually dampen Steve McRae's euphoric high is him bringing it to a close. But no, the longer Kyle screws around, the harder it's going to be for him. And the more satisfying it's going to be to listen to the judge slam him for it. Like, I gave you this order at the beginning of the year, before there was even a global pandemic. And you've waited all this time, and you've fucked around so much, and you submitted forged evidence to the court. Instead of just complying with my order, you decided to screw around, lie to me, lie to the court, waste everyone's time. Why should I not shove this gavel up your ass?
So people are asking why you are part of it. Like, he's like, they're like, the Reds isn't even part of it. Like, You're a friend. You're
Yeah,
Steve's friend.
I'm friends with, because I'm friends with Steve McCrane. Here's the thing. If you fuck with my friends, I take that just a wee bit personally, especially when I was there when it initially happened and I saw the house of cards collapse. Here's the thing. I warned Kyle that going down this path was going to screw him royally. I warned him about this. I actively tried to prevent it. I tried to prevent him from screwing himself as well as my friend. And he decided to not only screw me in the process by lying to me and telling me to go fuck myself, but then he also rips off my friend for thousands and thousands of dollars. No shit, I'm going to be a cheerleader for seeing Kyle get screwed. Because not only did he lie to me, he screwed over my friend, and he screwed over the people who I told to subscribe to the Non Sequitur Show in the first place. You know, it's like if I didn't follow through with it, I would feel like an asshole because a lot of people made the Non Sequitur Show a success. I told my subs, I told my fans to subscribe to the Non Sequitur Show and to support it. And they supported it financially. That money got stolen. That money got stolen. Thousands of dollars got stolen. How could I not be a part of it? How could I not want to see it through to the end, to see this guy get fucked by his own crime of lying, of fraudulent behavior, submitting false evidence to the court and stuff like that. Because here's the thing, if he's going to screw over some guy that I don't know and no one else got hurt, well, it sucks to be him. I'm not really going to follow it. But this is literally the entirety of the Non Sequitur Show, a show that we all had a part in making a success, and the fans had a part in making a success, and every single one of us got burned. Every single one of us. And I was there when it happened, when Kyle decided to say, exact quote, sue me.
So you did. Or Steve did. So, all right. Well, I'm sure a few people are wondering about this inside baseball. Like John doesn't know what this is about anyway, but we're not going to explain it right now. Sorry, buddy.
Yep.
It's almost 1:30 here. I'm a little tired.
I know.
But,
yeah, he's a
people are wondering why I look bored. I'm just tired, guys. It's not. I'm not bored. I'm tired.
John, you got a video you got to film tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to film one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow night. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get it.
Reds, have you heard John's raps?
Raps?
Yeah, he has a flat Earth diss rap basically.
Oh.
I'll send it to you. It's pretty good.
Neat.
So. Yeah, I actually did it because I was gonna do it a while ago, but I didn't want there was too much like hatred from flat earthers, and I didn't have like MC Toon and his army to go with me against these flat earthers, so I just didn't want the hate and drama. But after coming on Toon's channel, I was like, let's just bring it back. Let's just go, because I always thought it was funny that a lot of Christians believed that the Earth was flat, and they would take Bible scriptures out of context to kind of confirm their beliefs, and I just found it funny. So I made a song kind of dissing the whole flat Earth scene.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I gotta respond to somebody. Nope, dude, hating Kyle off the fucking internet wasn't right, and it's never cool to wish someone to go to jail. First of all, no, it actually is okay to wish someone to go to jail, especially when they fucked you over for thousands and thousands of dollars and screwed over your fans in the process. And no one is hating Kyle off the internet. Kyle pushed himself off the internet by doing shitty things. And guess what? Me calling out that shitty behavior and hoping he pays for said shitty behavior is not a bad reflection on me. It means I want to see justice done. And as far as the Flat Earth raps, I do know your raps are very, very good. There's let's see, it was how does it go? It goes, hang on, it goes, it's a sickness and illness and infection how flat earth bullshit can get our attention. But be that as it may, we're still going to stay dropping science on your asses all motherfucking day. They say don't trust the figures of science as if there's something wrong with standing on the shoulders of giants. We got Einstein, Newton, Galileo Galilei, Stephen Hawking, and Kepler, Planck, and Faraday. With a team like that, how can I not be sad? Meanwhile, the Flores have some asshole that lost a bet. Join the winning side as a science colossus, or you can stick with those guilty of confirmation bias. Isn't that right, Bob Nodell? Fuck you.
Woof. Fire in the booth. MC Dome.
I don't think that's John's rap, but
Oh, is it? Okay,
Reds,
I must have heard it from someone else then.
Reds, I sent it to you, and I also put it in the chat here. We need to get going.
MC,
had,
before we go, I got to say something. I would like for you to answer a question.
Okay.
Okay. So the question is, are you lonely?
No.
The answer is yes. Just answer yes.
Okay. So we'll start over. I'll try to get the right answers.
Okay. Are you lonely?
Yes.
Do you feel the urge to sit on a beanbag naked eating Cheetos?
No.
The answer is yes.
All right, start over.
Are you lonely?
Yes.
Do you feel the urge to sit naked on a beanbag eating Cheetos?
Yes.
Do you feel the urge to send me $5,000?
Yes.
There we go. Yes. The answer is yes, MC Tune. Yes.
Yes.
I'm catching on. I said yes. Keep going.
All right, good.
Is that the end?
So do I just leave you my PayPal or?
He fought the urge. He fought the urge. He had the urge, but he fought it. He fought the urge. I helped him fight it.
I tell you what, I will definitely send you, what was it, 5,000? 5,000 Zimbabwean dollars. I will. Absolutely.
Zimbabwe dollars, okay.
I'll hook you up, buddy.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for being a good sport.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks Reds for coming on. Thanks to Brandon Fail for trying to listen.
Failed.
Well, we had Jose JG Gonzalez flip flop on. We had 33. We had Reds. We had Jon Snow. It's been a fun-filled night. So everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you to the super chatters. Let me verify I did not miss any of them. Fohammer says I'm even more of a nobody than Reds. Maybe Bob, Rob, or another Flurf weirdo would debate me, instead of just Vlad. Yes. You gotta fight them. They're scared. So there we go. If you thought this was awesome, give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was not awesome, give it a thumbs up anyway. And tell us all about it in the comments. That's all I need. Give a thumbs up and tell us if you hated it. Tell us about it in the comments. I really want you to. So there you go. Anything before we leave, Reds?
One thing, just to let you guys know. Oh, sorry, Reds. Sorry about that.
No, you can go first. We'll have Reds be the.
Even if they dislike it, a dislike counts as a like. Just to let you know. So go ahead and dislike it. It's all the same in the bank, baby.
And gonna say, Jon Snow, it's been a pleasure meeting you for the first time, and MC, a pleasure as always. Thank you for allowing me to act 12 on your show again.
And that makes me the mature one at 13. So absolutely.
Now we're talking. And we'll go ahead and just leave it at that. Thank you once again.
All right, tomorrow morning, it's morning here, 6 a.m. here, noon in the UK. I have a video. It's just under 30 minutes. It is tearing Mark Steele, a new one. It's got I had some help on this one, an excellent script writer, a super voiceover. It's fun. It's been a long process making this one. It's very, very involved, my most involved video, but it's going to be awesome. So be looking for that. Everybody else, thanks a lot. We'll check you out next time.